It's a band, not a woman, douchey.
It says
What
she.
did I say?
It says
She.
she's.
You said she.
Oh.
She will be at.
That's written?
It's all dudes.
Oh, okay. The band. I knew that Greta Van Fleet was a band.
But you said she will be at wherever.
Caller
All right.
30, good luck.
Caller
She'll
30.
be there
No,
on
that's
that
not
date.
on there.
Yes.
She was trying to improvise, you know? She can
Just stick to the script.
Stick to the script, you dick.
866 Yo Rover, caller 30. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
866-967-6837. The aftermath starts in just a few minutes on RMG Plus. If you don't subscribe to RMG Plus, sign up now at roverradio.com so you can watch or listen live as they get started in a few minutes. You can watch or listen there on the website or with the Rover Radio app. Download it to your phone, your tablet, or your TV. But sign up for RMG Plus at roverradio.com. We will be back live tomorrow morning. Have a great day. It's Rover's Morning Glory. Bye.
Rover's Morning Glory.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Tuesday morning. A couple of showers could move across the area to start the day as well, but the higher rain chance comes this afternoon as thunderstorms likely return. One or two of them could become severe again. Low to mid 80s outside. We'll likely deal with heavy downpours and gusty winds within some of the stronger storms today.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Right now during Staples Free Tech Take Back, Rewards members get $10 back in Staples Rewards when they recycle their tech. N63 limit one reward per month. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/recycling for details. Cut the cord on your old tech and recycle it at Staples.
As America's largest injury firm, we have advantages few others do. Our results and reputation are well known to the other side, and we have a track record of going toe-to-toe with them and winning big. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your case? So that your case gets lots of attention from a lot of people. Our technology and army of lawyers give us insight and oversight into every detail and every moment of your case. Paralegals, legal assistants, investigators, buildings with boxes of evidence. Every resource carefully designed to get you the most possible. And at Morgan & Morgan, we even have a dedicated team to make sure that your calls are returned that very same day. Injured? Dial pound law. That's pound 529. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Strike!
Tell me something I don't know,
Well, unlike that nasty curveball, there aren't any surprises when you finance your next car with Carvana.
Really?
You get real terms personalized for you right in your strike zone. He's out and on his way to finance his next car with Carvana.
Visit Carvana.com to get pre-qualified today. We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent, but then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
Give your small business one tech solution that checks all the boxes. It's all here with the Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It's cyber threat security for peace of mind. Check. The power of the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business. That's a triple box check right there. And save up to 75% a year on your wireless bill with Comcast Business Mobile. Check and cha-ching. It's everything you need to keep your business connected. From the company powered by the next generation 10G network. The Complete Connectivity Solution. Get started for just $49 a month for 24 months when you add mobile. And ask about an $800 prepaid card. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Ends 5/21/23. Restrictions apply. Requires 2-year agreement, EcoBill, and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares weighted average of top 3 carriers. Taxes and fees extra. Reduced speeds after use of monthly data. Savings vary.
Oceana Cruises' small luxurious ships carry a maximum of 1,238 guests, serving the finest cuisine at sea and destination-rich itineraries that span the globe. Expertly curated experiences aboard and available at more than 600 ports in over 100 countries. Learn more about the Oceana Cruises experience and limited-time extraordinary savings with fares from $8.99 per guest by calling 855-977-9606 or visiting oceanacruises.com or contacting a travel advisor. Oceana Cruises, your world, your way.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way! Are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We had a crash on the Turnpike northbound, and this is in the West Palm area. It's been moved off to the shoulder, but still causing a little bit of a slowdown. It is right around mile marker 102, so this is just south of the Beeline exit, and things are backing up a few miles in that area. Again, off to the shoulder, but Turnpike northbound in West Palm causing a bit of a slowdown. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hi, can I take your order?
Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu. Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at followfreshfromflorida.com.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword cash at realradio921.com. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Is that the phone?
Telephone!
Yeah, that was the phone.
You guys sound like you're ready for a show.
The phone rang?
You're not supposed to have your phone on. It's always ringing.
Today is National Telephone Day.
And I'm Alexander Graham Bell, inventor of the telephone.
See, that's the problem. You're always on that stupid phone.
You're always on the phone.
Hey, happy National Telephone Day.
Call me, call me, call me.
Call me. Bye.
Showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, it is Real Radio 92.1 on a Fat Tuesday. Big night last night for the Heaters. Big win. People are super jacked up for that. 11:45, you guys got a chance to win tickets to Sunfest. Speaking of winners, we had a winner yesterday on the $1,000. All you guys got to do is get the text word, get the keyword, text it, and win. We had a winner, $1,000. We're jacked up. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
And on a great Tuesday, good morning to Miss Francis.
Hi, and good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, G-Man, and good morning to you. Happy Tuesday, right?
All day.
I'm so confused. My days are just turning into one big, long day.
It's one big day.
One big, long day. I'm looking forward to Thursday. I'll just say that.
Well, what's Thursday?
I don't have anything to do after I'm done with work here.
Oh, wow. How about that, huh?
So I did, like I said, over the weekend, about 25 hours. Then yesterday I had a wonderful event at the OG. Such a cool spot. It was great. We had 10 bartenders from all different bars, all the way up from the Twisted Tuna in Jupiter down to some places in Boca and Delray. I know one year you enjoyed Max's Grill. There was a place for some bartender from the Warren, O'Shea's. Wow. Really cool, great turnouts. Very unique twist on old fashions. And I know that you're a bourbon drinker, Jimmy.
Sure. And old fashions. I mean, I like them. Yeah.
Delicious. So we weren't the judges. Megan and I were the MCs for the event.
Oh, cool.
And it was great. It was a good turnout. Sharice DJ'd in between. But we got to sample a little bit because one of the bartenders was really nice. Every time like they were done with it, he would pour us like a little bit to try them. And somebody made a Bananas Foster's old fashioned. And I was like, girl, I need that recipe. It was so
that sounds good.
It was so good.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, all kinds that have like good. You know, people like fresh herbs and rosemary and thyme and lighting stuff and smoking the old fashions, all kinds of things. It was really cool to watch.
You said good turnout.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Great crowd. It was a cool place. I'll definitely go back and check it out again.
Okay.
But because things kind of ran a little late. We were supposed to be 6 to 8. We almost got out of there like 9 o'clock. So we spent a little extra time there. By the time we were driving up, man, and I drove myself, Megan, and her husband Taylor, and the rain was bad. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was really, really bad. Like I couldn't see.
No, it was terrible this time around 9 o'clock in that area.
Oh my God.
All over South Florida because we had it just as bad up on the Treasure Coast.
Yeah.
So.
It was torrential the whole ride up because we're gonna hang out. She was like, "You want to hang out a little bit?" And we're like, "All right, maybe." And then we're like, "You know what? Got to get up super early. Good morning show's got to do. I know Megan's got to be up very early. So I'm glad we called it when we did. It was right after the event because we would have been stuck in that rainstorm trying to get to our car. No. So luckily it wasn't raining by the time we left. It was right when we hit the interstate.
And the place again is called what?
It was called the OG.
OG.
Yes, the OG and Tequiza.
All right. So that's an easy name to remember. I can even remember that name, the OG. And it's on 2nd Ave, correct? Is that right?
2nd Ave, just south of, like, if you're familiar with that New Throw Social area, that's super cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like you're walking into a convenience store.
Oh, wow.
But you're not. You're walking into a really cool bar.
All right. Check it out, people.
Yeah.
Franny gives it 2 thumbs up. Great event last night. Again, good news for us last night because Real Radio had a winner of $1,000, so we're so excited about that.
And you don't text that keyword. You enter the keyword at realradio921.com. There's a pop-up right there. We make it super easy for you to do that.
It happens. People do win. It's just not that we say it. So you guys can make it happen. Get the keyword and run with it. Finally, the Jets get their man. We'll talk about that. Big game for the Heat last night. Huge game. South Florida's jacked up. Jimmy Buckets, 56 points. That's a record for the Heat. We'll talk about that more in the trifecta and a lot more in the Penthouse on a Fat Tuesday. We'll be back in a few minutes momentarily. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Jeffrey is still looking for a place to live.
Yeah, it's discouraging. It's like it's a lot harder to rent nowadays than compared to was when I started living on Mars.
That is confusing for people. You immediately think, okay, this guy is a mental patient.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the planet. I'm talking about the street that I used to live on.
Think of this guy going around telling people I live on Mars.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
In this week's Marketers Report, Raja Manar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring Sonic and Sonic branding, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measured, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week, 5-star menu, and beautiful ladies. If you want a good night to be a great night, there's only one place to go, and that's Monroe's of Palm Beach. A great happy hour available for you every single day, and a good time awaits you at Monroe's. And if you like UFC and championship fights, that's the place you want to be. Ringside, baby, with a beautiful girl. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. Get over there today and have a great night. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $15 billion and won a lot. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. Lots of people hired us. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure. Storm Smart's here to stay. Smart is protecting our community today and tomorrow. Storm Smart.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
You're pregnant. How far? 1 month, 2. No doctor yet. I can't afford it. Protect yourself and your baby. The health department can help you out. Test for STDs. I don't have diseases. You don't know. You don't always have symptoms. STDs make you and your baby sick. I don't want my baby sick. No one cares more about your baby than you. I'm calling my county health department.
A message from the Florida Department of Health, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing, confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
thanks for calling EasyCater.
Call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Are your IRS problems causing you to lose sleep at night? The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They will take all action necessary to get paid, even if it means taking your paycheck and bank account. They are not on your side, and you need someone who is. I'm Miami tax attorney Steve Klitzner. Call today at 305-682-1118 for a free consultation with me. The IRS will not tell you all of your rights or the best way to solve your problem. I will, because my practice is devoted to helping people just like you. I'm not one of those companies with a fancy name that claims they can solve your problem from 2,000 miles away. You want someone local that you can get on the telephone when you need them the most. Don't wait any longer. Call me at 305-682-1118. That's 305-682-1118.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the
92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good day so far, staying out of that rain, which has been killing us for the last week. You can get involved with the show a few different ways. You can text us first, Real Radio 47142. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com, or you can call us 877-927-6969. Get involved in the show. And big news for the Heat last night. They won a big game. Jimmy Butler, 56 points. So South Florida is excited. They're one win away for the second round. And that doesn't happen many times when a team is a number 1 seed and they and lose to a number 8 seed. But again, this series is far from over because the Bucks are a good team. Airbnb is a huge thing with a lot of people. I know Franny does it a lot. I know a lot of my friends. But Jimmy, I know you had something about situation where I think a lot of people had some concerns.
Well, this is something that actually is probably going to get a lot of news, and I'm waiting to see what the follow-up will be, but there isn't much of an article on it, but just simply put, a woman went on TikTok and recorded a video and actually showed the video of the camera that they found in their Airbnb. I'll let her describe it.
There were 15 girls staying in a house for my friend's 30th birthday. One of our friends was like, guys, I'm really paranoid. I feel like there's cameras in the house. And we were like, there are no cameras in this house. You're just being dramatic. But she whipped out her flashlight and she went investigating. And she found one. In the bathroom, one of the outlets was faced directly to the shower. This outlet did not work. You couldn't plug anything into it. You can see in the top here, there's nothing. Looks totally normal. And then in the bottom one, look at that little camera. Anyway, we freaked out, called the cops. I was really embarrassed personally because of the absolutely atrocious things I was doing in that bathroom at the night prior. Anyway, we left the house, the cops searched the place, and they got him. Anyway, does anyone know if we can sue or like what do we do now? Because that's kind of creepy, TBH. So the moral of the story is always check your outlets for cameras at your Airbnb and always listen to your super paranoid friends.
How about that, huh?
I mean, I think it's a concern that a lot of people have had. I've heard that from a lot of people. I mean, Francis, you, again, have used it, been, involved with this for a long time as far as going on vacations, had great times. Is that ever a concern of yours?
It has been a while. It's been a few years since I've utilized an Airbnb, and we're just getting more and more stories about this, these hidden cameras and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a concern, and you should, like they did, I get, if you do decide to rent one of these places out, maybe do some investigating. Go around and check it out and just make sure there's nothing going on. I'm very surprised, like, obviously, and that's the thing. Is it the people who own the Airbnbs? Was it somebody who stayed there before and then put all that stuff up?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, where is the finger pointed at?
Yeah, that's what I'll be curious to find out about that story. Because, again, that was just a video that was posted that we saw. So there's not a whole lot of other info to go along with that. So I'll be curious to see how that investigation turns out to see, because that's a very good point, Franny. Also, this isn't anything new. I mean, we've heard about hidden cameras being put in hotel rooms and things like that. So, I mean, that sort of thing has been around for a little while. So don't only just check your outlets like that. Matter of fact, she found it in the ground plug of the outlet. It was on the bottom side of one, and you could actually see the camera in there. But we've seen them in smoke detectors where they put them up there. They're hidden very, very well up there in, lamps. I mean, again, very small ones that are placed there. So there are many different ways that people can put them out there. So, boy, I tell you what, it makes you just want to not stay at a hotel or an Airbnb or anything like that. I mean, it feels like it's getting worse and worse with Airbnbs because they're just getting so expensive. So it's not really saving much money anymore, like we were talking the other day. But boy, I don't know. I don't just be careful. I guess look around. I never thought that we had to put that much into it.
Well, it's definitely something you got to be concerned about. Like you said, it's not a good situation for obviously the company and for people who have them, because then people get reluctant and say, you know what, I don't want to use it.
The thing with the Airbnb is, I mean, that seems like, I mean, all right, who's the owner, right? I mean, it falls back to them. I mean, somehow it got into their house, whether it was their fault or not. So, I mean, there could be repercussions there a lot more versus a hotel.
Even if they didn't do it, right? Because it is their property and they should know what's going on.
Yeah. And you would think that they would check. I mean, obviously, if there's somebody leaves, you go there, check it out, make sure there's no damage.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'd look for a camera in an outlet.
Yeah, after a guest leaves, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to check to see if there's any damage and stuff like that. But if you see something different.
Oh, yeah, damage. Yeah, no doubt about it. But I don't know about looking for guess you need to. Yeah. I mean, I guess that maybe there's the lesson.
Yeah, but again, when people are doing stuff like this, people who are doing criminal acts and different stuff, they're so advanced with stuff. Like, what I mean? They put stuff that you never would think. So they're pros at it. And that's the shame of it. And Franny makes a great point. Might not even be the owner. Could be somebody who stayed there and then leaves. And then, then it happens. So you just got to be careful. I mean, that's the whole thing. And it's a shame that you can't go someplace, rent it, and have a good time, and then have to worry about, a camera being there, because nobody wants that. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Tuesday. We're going to come back with This Day in History, Trifecta, and don't forget, 11:45, your chance to win Sunfest tickets. And Real Radio had a winner yesterday, $1,000. You could be the next one with $1,000 in your hand. We'll be back. Peace.
Download the app and then take us anywhere. Except maybe there. Get it from your app store. Search for iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
It's a grand in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Tuesday morning. A couple of showers could move across the area to start the day as well, but the higher rain chance comes this afternoon as thunderstorms likely return. One or two of them could become severe again. Low to mid 80s outside. We'll likely deal with heavy downpours and gusty winds within some of the stronger storms today.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick and mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at Blindster.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
A tasty adventure awaits at the 2023 Orange Bowl Food and Wine Celebration, presented by Florida Blue. Savor the flavors Friday, April 28th at the Broward County Convention Center. Enjoy dishes, desserts, and drinks from 30 of South Florida's top restaurants and chefs, plus live entertainment, open bar, and much more. Ticket proceeds benefit Make-A-Wish Southern Florida, Special Olympics Florida, and Orange Bowl Cares. Supporting our community never tasted this good. Get your tickets today at orangebowl.org.
Hayes agreed. You need a new garage door? Look no further than Precision Garage Door Service. They have the largest inventory in stock of hurricane garage doors. Does your door need service? You can call Precision 24/7. They have quick response time even on weekends, and there's no extra charge. Precision is locally owned and operated. All the work is done by trained and certified employees. If you need a new garage or your door is not working properly, you can count on Precision. Go to flgaragedoor.com. That's flgaragedoor.com. Pace.
I'll pay you $100 for last look. When you're doing a deal at a dealership, take a picture of your deal sheet, send it to givemethevin.com. If we can't beat your trade-in offer, I'll send you a check for $100. We do the same thing with CarMax offers. Can't beat a CarMax offer? Send you a check for $100. Worst thing that could happen is you get $100. Best thing that could happen is you get $3,000 more for your car or your trade. We are America's best car buyer for a reason. We'll see you online at givemethevin.com.
Sell us your car. Givemethevin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
I'm back. And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. You have heard of Fresh from Florida, right?
Fresh I have.
That's refreshing to hear.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
And if we're going to freshen up daily meals, it's refreshing to know that locally grown Fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Got anything else?
I'm fresh out.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off.
That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/radio. That's forhims.com/radio for your free online visit. forhims.com/radio.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
95 is accident-free in West Palm. 15-minute ride southern to PGA. Crash on the Turnpike in West Palm has cleared away. You should be back up to speed. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
I'm back. And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get. It's refreshing to know that locally grown Fresh from Florida produce is available year-round. Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Always appreciate listening to 92.1 Real Radio. And again, we had a winner yesterday for $1,000, $1,000 in your hand. You could be the next one. Get that keyword and run. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
And now it's time for This Day in History and a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, it's finally done. After 40 days in chains, the Jets get their man. Mr. Rogers finds a new neighborhood. He's in the Big Apple. He will not wear number 12. So Joe Namath's number is safe. He's going to go back to number 8, which he wore in college. But this is something that's been speculated for a long, long time. As soon as it happened, the Super Bowl odds dropped on the Jets. And people do feel that they are a major contender for the possible Super Bowl. Last time the Jets were in a Super Bowl was 1969.
Wow.
When Joe Willie guaranteed it, they would beat the Jets, and that was the biggest underdog to this date. As far as point-wise, the Jets were minus 18, and they won. So Jet fans should be happy and jacked up. Mr. Rogers gets a new neighborhood. It's been going on for a long, long time, but they finally got him, and it was speculated for a long time. Rogers said he wanted to play with the Jets, and it finally happened. It looks like both sides are happy, and that's when you have a good deal, when both sides are happy. I think Rogers will come in, do a great job. He's got still a lot left, I think, in him, but there are some people who don't think so, so we'll see. That's why they play the games. Down here in South Beach, it was one of the biggest nights in a long, long time for the Heat. They were down. They were up 2-1, but everybody was injured. Jimmy Butler was not supposed to play. He played, scored a team record playoff game, most points ever, 56 points. Heat win. They were losing throughout the game, went on a great run at the end of the game, and ended up winning. The line kept going up. Thank you, DraftKings. By game time, the Heat were getting 8.5 points, but man, Miami played great. Jimmy Butler could not miss last night. He hit shots from the Versace mansion. He was doing it all, and he carried the Heat. So they're up 3-1. And it is a high percentage that when a team is up 3-1, they usually win out the series of a 90-something percent. So we'll see what happens. But the Bucks are not done. Got a tough game in Milwaukee. Then they come back for one more game. So we'll see. But hats off to the Heat. They are at 8 seed against a 1 seed. That doesn't happen. It's rare. I think it's only happened twice in the NBA history since this new format where an 8 seed beats a 1 seed. So we'll see. Lots of great news for the Heat fans. It was a great night to be at the arena. And we'll see what happens. If they go to next round, the way things look, the Knicks are up 3-1. They might be playing the Knicks the next round, and that will be a great series. But we can't get too ahead of ourselves. We'll just see what happens. And the Panthers tomorrow night take on the Bruins. They are down 3-1. They need a victory to continue their series. They are playing the best team in hockey with the best record, so you never know what's going to happen. And that is your trifecta in the morning. And now we're going to go to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to start 304 years ago today in 1719. Robinson Crusoe was first published. 231 years ago today in 1792, the first guillotine was erected. I had you at guillotine, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
164 years ago today in 1859, construction of the Suez Canal officially began. 149 years ago today in 1874, the man who invented radio, Guglielmo Marconi, was born in Italy. I know Marconi's right. 122 years ago today, in 1901, New York became the first state to mandate license plates. 76 years ago today, in 1947, President Truman opened the first White House bowling alley. Eisenhower closed that one in 1955, but Johnson and Nixon had other alleys built for themselves and their staff. And I did a quick research, too. Apparently, there is still one there in the White House in the basement.
Oh, wow. Pretty cool.
69 years ago today, 1954, Bell Labs announces the first solar battery made from silicon. 64 years ago today, 1959, one of the largest civil engineering feats ever undertaken, the St. Lawrence Seaway officially opened, linking the Atlantic Ocean with the Great Lakes. 49 years ago today, the NFL adopts a new overtime rule for regular season games to prevent ties. The rule change came as part of a sweeping effort to improve the action and tempo of the game. The league also moved goalposts from the front to the back of the end zone and limited contact with defensive players to receivers. 33 years ago today, 1990, the Hubble Space Telescope was placed into orbit. 9 years ago today, in 2014, the Flint water crisis began. That's the day Flint, Michigan, the city officials switched the city's water supply over to the Flint River in order to save a quick buck without realizing how contaminated that water was. And finally, 2 years ago today, in 2021, Nomadland won Best Picture at the Oscars. Pixar's Soul won Best Animated Movie. Fight for You won Best Original Song, and not a single person was slapped that we know of. And that's what happened on this day, April 25th, in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it. We do it once a show to reflect on the day that we're in. There is a guy today who is a famous actor, and it is his birthday. So special shout out to Al Pacino. Today is Al Pacino's birthday. So, Al, enjoy your day. I will try to get to you later. I know you texted me last night to remind me, but I'm not going to forget you. Now, Jimmy, I know you got some audio with Pacino and a couple different things that maybe we can possibly guess of different things that he has. Again, Al Pacino's birthday today. Last week he did speak on a podcast that he thought Godfather 2 was better than Godfather 1. And that was a debate that has been going on for years and years and years. But Pacino was like, nah, 2's better than 1. And the 2 did get also got Academy Awards.
Yes, he turns, Al is 83.
God bless.
Today. Yeah, God bless him. So I have this audio, and it's just a bunch of his clips, so I thought maybe you guys could guess what movies they're from. So it's all one in a row, and I'll just play them here, and then you guys can take a guess. I'm sure Greek's going to get them.
Al Pacino. Don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. I know it was you, Fredo. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. You know something, people? You're going to be remembered the rest of your lives. for the day you got held up and kidnapped.
It's all a whim. Rob a bank.
I had a plan. I had it planned.
Hello, Sonny. You're on the air.
We're entertainment, right? What do you got for us? My name is Arthur Kirkland, and I am the defense counsel.
You are out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order.
Me, I want what's coming to me.
Oh, well, what's coming to you, Tony?
The world, Chico. And everything in it.
Say hello to my little friend. What do you want?
I want a job.
A job.
Don't think I can't see women, because I can't see women. Women are the essence of life.
Hoo-ah!
Oh. So, any guesses?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The first one was Godfather 1 and 3.
Okay.
When he those quotes that he had. Don't ever go against the family. Famous quote. Just when I'm out, they pull me back in. That's from Godfather 3. Dog Day Afternoon.
Okay. Nice.
When he's out there talking to him when in front of Attica. Son of a Woman is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Scarface is in there.
Okay, there you go. You got him.
So
Devil's Advocate is in there. No?
Not according to this list,
well,
no.
son of a gun.
It was Godfather 1, 2, and 3. But
I thought I heard
that's
Devil's
good.
Advocate in it.
Dog Day Afternoon and Justice for All, Scarface, and Son of a Woman is the movies that those quotes were from.
Okay.
At least according to the trivia.
That's why we go to the Pacino expert over here, G-Man.
Man, those are famous lines. Anybody could have got that. Believe me. Pacino's great.
I was lost, except for Scarface and Son of a Woman. Those were like the only two. But I've told you, I've never watched any of the Godfather movies.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with Dog Day Afternoon.
I'm not either.
That was...
you should watch it, Jimmy. Great movie. He robs a bank, and it's just unbelievable. And great movie. And it's serious, but it's funny. You know what I mean? It's got some great lines in it.
Sure.
But Pacino's unbelievable. We did talk about Charles Barkley yesterday, and we did talk about this, and it didn't take long, maybe about 8 hours later, where we said Barkley's going to be on CNN. Wow, out of a sports situation. He says some crazy stuff. And yesterday he blew up the internet on TNT. I think Jimmy's got the audio of Charles in charge.
Exactly. We're getting away from the dog theme. Yeah, I am a cat man. I've been a cat for the last... A cat is not a real pet. Stop it. Why not? Because it's not a dog. That's not a real pet because it's not a dog. I don't dislike cats. I just don't think they're real pets, Marco. What are they? What are they? Dog is a real pet, man. Stop it. What's a cat? Just something like old women have.
Good luck, Gail. Good luck.
He just pissed off all the cat people out there.
Oh, yeah.
I think this
There's
slam
a lot
at the
of
end on old women,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a killer.
Charles. But we talked about that's him. I mean, you can expect anything from him at any time. He really, I don't think he ever goes out to offend anybody on purpose. It's just things that come out of his mouth. Some people are like that. I thought it was crazy. They're going to put him on a platform for an hour with Gail. And I think he's just going to be Charles, and that's what you get with Charles.
And they know that, and so I'm sure that they're intrigued. They want to spice it up a little bit, and the dynamics between the two of them should be quite interesting.
Yeah, we'll see if they cancel next 24 hours.
We'll see how long it lasts.
But he's so funny. The first day, got released at 11 o'clock, and then that night. And usually they do not go out of the basketball format. They just talk about hoops and what's going on, the players, and some stuff about restaurants where they like.
Well, there was I don't know about you, but the feeling that I got, that was one of those things that they were just kind of bantering a little bit as they were going to a break, right? That's sort of what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Like they weren't getting into a deep conversation about whether a dog or a cat is a pet or something like that.
But that's Barkley.
Right.
I mean, he
exactly.
Could
That's
just
what
say
you get.
something. And like I said, I don't think
I thought he was okay up until the woman part.
Oh, yeah.
For old women.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh, Charles.
Yeah. You might want to text Don Lemon about that. You just don't take shots at people in certain situations because people get offended. Then they blow up the network and they say things, and the next thing you know, you got a problem.
Yeah, that King Charles with Gail King, that might be over before it even starts.
Oh, could you imagine if that happened today? They're like, we've decided to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
But again, it's Barkley. He's funny. I mean, he is a funny guy. He's entertaining. His career is really, really, him and Michael Strahan, just unbelievable after they got done playing, where both of these guys have just taken it to the next level and beyond, and have huge fans, and people love what they say and their thoughts, and they're real.
Strahan is everywhere.
Oh yeah,
he is the sports Ryan Seacrest.
I agree.
Yeah, it just seems like he's on so many different shows, and one that he was on, Seacrest was on, obviously too, with Live.
Yeah, and then also Barkley too. I mean, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
I mean, you can't put the TV on around March Madness without seeing Barkley. I mean, he's on so many different ads, different things. He does stuff for the sports gambling. But to me, he's just a regular guy.
Is he on much outside of basketball?
Does a little. Well, remember there was a situation where he was trying to get involved with golf, but he didn't work out with the LIV. But that's it.
Oh, that was LIV though. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, no football or baseball.
Because
He
typically
didn't even start though with the LIV. Like there
No.
was
just speculation.
It was just exactly. And he said no, it's not happening.
Yeah, but I think after that he got a big contract for TNT because originally, the last couple of years, he said he's retiring at 60 and he was done. He's got enough money and he didn't want to do it anymore and that was it. Then just before his birthday of 60, that's when TNT gave him another 10-year deal. And now he has the deal with CNN.
So much for retiring. 10 years.
He's got another 10 more years. But I'm sure there's going to be some rebuttal and he'll say some stuff. But he did say in there, you know what, I don't dislike cats. I'm just a dog person.
That's an argument that's going around, cats and dogs, which one is a better pad, that type of thing. And that's why that's not the part that gets me. No. I don't think that.
It's the old lady part?
Yeah, I think the old lady part's where he might get in a little bit of trouble.
He might. He definitely might.
I mean, cat lovers, whatever. I mean,
it's always been a thing, though. Like the crazy cat lady. Yeah. Like, it's always been something that people say or joke around about.
Yeah. Again, Barkley's Barkley, and that's what you're going to get in this situation. Also, we saw some things happening with James Corbin. He's finishing up, and he had his last karaoke carpool, and he did that with Adele. And I know, again, that was something that was a fan favorite of a lot of people over the years. He's had a great run.
So he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay.
It's pretty soon. I think it's in the end of this month is his last show, I believe.
Yeah, I've never really watched the show. I've caught these carpool karaoke's after the fact on like YouTube and stuff like that. I guess him and Adele are very, very good friends. During like a couple of her breakups, he was always like there for her.
Yeah.
And they're even like I watched a couple clips about it today. Like he even had her in tears about how their friendship and how important it was to her.
Yeah.
And then of course they sang some of her Adele songs,
which is great. But he was great with that. I mean, that is something that people loved over the years. They talked about him when he first got that job. He was an unknown, completely unknown. Had a great run. I think he's been doing it 9 years, something like that. But he is retiring. He wants to spend time with his children. That's the main thing because they wanted him to come back. But yeah, the carpool karaoke thing was big with a lot of people. He did separate shows about it.
It was original. I mean, there's a lot of singing competition shows and all kinds of things like that. And, talent competition. He brought a new twist to a kind of a familiar thing. And it wasn't as much of a competition. It was just a fun deal.
No, it was celebrities getting in a car with him. And instead of doing, an interview, which he would have interviews with him every now and then, they talk before they start singing. You get to hear him sing other people's songs.
That's great. And their songs usually. That's what it was. But he's been doing this a long time. He used to do this in London years ago, even before this. I know he used to do it with a lot of big acts in London. I know he did one with George Michael years ago and a lot of different things. But he's had a great career, really. And you never know. Maybe he comes back after a while. But, yeah, he did one.
He's young, right? I mean, how old is he? In his 40s, maybe?
I think.
Something like that?
He may do some acting. He's been in a few movies, too.
Yeah, he's funny.
So maybe he'll continue doing it. Yeah, he's funny. Supposedly he's a jerk to waitstaff. But
he's got the Marino reputation.
Word on the street is he's not great to, to restaurant staff.
No, he's that thing sort of blew up on him. There's no doubt about it.
It went away quickly, too, by the way. People were quiet about it after the fact, and then he became very likable again.
Yeah. He's a likable guy. I mean, I think he is. I don't think he's to me, he's non-threatening. I don't think he's ever going to cross the line on either way. He's a likable guy, and he's funny. I mean, I find him to be funny. I watched the show a lot over the years. I'm going to hate to see him go because he was good at 12:30 at night, and I just think he's good. That's all. 877-927-6969. That is the number. We always hear about lottery winners, and we talk about it a lot on our show, and also everybody talks about it. And you'll see if you ever go into a store, if they sell a ticket, does that make you want to do a lottery when you hear somebody wins? There was a lady yesterday thought she won $100 in Missouri, and she ended up winning $100,000. But when you see that, and the casinos do it unbelievable, they really push it out there. If somebody wins big on slot machines or different things like that, they want people to know because it definitely Studies must show that it does increase people's urge to maybe play a lottery, to bet, to gamble, or different things like that. Tracks don't do it, which I'm surprised. Horse tracks don't do it. But again, a lot of the lottery does it. Jimmy, does it encourage you to say maybe I should play a scratch off or not really?
No, not really. Only because when I hear it, I'm not in a position to get one. Okay. You know, like most of the time when I read, lottery stories, it's here, right? So we read it, maybe show prep or something for the show, and we talk about, another scratch-off winner in North Carolina, and the guy ends up winning like 2 months later, and he wins another $2 million. The oddball stories like that we get. So when I hear them, I'm not where I can go buy one, right? Sure. And I don't think of it necessarily. And so that's the only reason. Now, if I was in a position to, I might, because it puts it in your mind, like, you know what? I haven't played the lottery in a while. Why don't I go get some? Or we even do a story here.
Yeah.
Mega Millions is up to $475 million. Well, now I think about it on my way home.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about it.
So I guess really the answer is kind of sometimes. It depends on the situation.
How about you, Fritz?
Something like this.
Not really.
No.
No. Like because we see every single day I see a story of somebody winning a scratcher. It doesn't really. I buy them when I think about it. Like if I'm checking out and I look at the machine or something like that, or I have cash on me every now and then. Yeah, that's when I have the urge to do so. But it's not after reading this.
It's funny. We just did it on Sunday. We were in Walmart. We never do it.
Yeah.
We stopped in to get something special we were going to do for dinner. We stopped at the Walmart, and there was a lottery vending machine right across the thing there by the cash register. We're like, oh, feeling lucky? All right. Threw $5 in. Didn't win anything. But still, it was one of those, that same type of situation. You've done it. Greek, I know you have. You just mentioned it, Franny. So it was the same type of thing.
Yeah, in Atlantic City years ago, when they, I'm going to go back 20 years, maybe 25 years ago, you would drive into the Atlantic City Expressway, and they had billboards on both sides, and seemed like every billboard had somebody who won a big jackpot, and they were huge pictures.
Sure.
Joe Johnson from Plainfield.
They still do, don't they?
I don't know. I've been down there years.
When we went down to Lauderdale to the cruise, to Port Everglades, I thought I saw a couple of billboards for Hard Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Of winners or somewhere.
Okay.
It was winners for some casino. I'm assuming it's Hard Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I
used to see those way more often, though. I do recall heading south and seeing all the big casinos would always have so-and-so won this $1 million.
Yeah.
You don't see it as much as you used
No,
to.
down here you don't. Yeah, and I don't know in Jersey if they do it.
But they did down here for a while.
Yeah, and I remember, like I said, you would see it and you'd be like, all right.
Oh, yeah. The Atlantic City Expressway. You'd see them all the way down there. We wanted Bally's. We wanted Showboat. We wanted, whoever.
Caesars used to have the pictures on the wall, like of people with the checks, like when you walked in. And you would see it. You're like, wow, somebody did win. Maybe I got a shot. But yeah, if you see it, maybe it might make you want to bet. Maybe it might not. Play a lottery or a scratch off.
Now you see all the personal injury lawyers. We won $10 million. We won $10 million. We won $10 million.
Oh yeah, they promote it.
Went from lottery to personal injury lawyer.
Oh, they promote it tremendously. No doubt about it. It is the Penthouse. It is a Tuesday. Great Tuesday. Sun is out, and we had a winner with $1,000 in your hand. You're going to get another keyword pretty soon by our good pal Rover. Francis, I know we got some Florida stories. What is coming up?
Well, we have a situation on a cruise line. You're not supposed to store this in a drink cooler. Then a mystery from 2006 of a missing guy from Palm Harbor. I'm talking 16 years ago. We have the mystery solved. And then these are definitely UFOs. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's an unidentified flying object. It is a crazy video, happened in the skies. The videos are from Lakeland, Florida. You got to check it out right now. RealRadio921.com/the Penthouse. And I'll give you all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
The bad news: the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news: you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Tuesday morning. A couple of showers could move across the area to start the day as well, but the higher rain chance comes this afternoon as thunderstorms likely return. One or two of them could become severe again. Low to mid 80s outside. We'll likely deal with heavy downpours and gusty winds within some of the stronger storms today.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Life is too short to not be feeling like the best version of yourself. Hey, this is Franny, and if you're dealing with low energy, weight gain, maybe even brain fog, then let me introduce you to Begin Anew Med Spa and their Optimal Wellness Program. Over a year ago, when I first went to Begin Anew, I was like a kid in a candy store. I was interested in so many of their services: Botox, laser hair removal, one of Begin Anew's medical grade facials, which, by the way, I eventually did all of them, but during my consultation and with extensive questioning, we decided on getting me feeling good from the inside first. I wasn't sleeping well, trouble focusing. I was even dealing with some gut health issues. So Begin Anew's Optimal Wellness Program was the path I took, and it turned things around. After extensive lab work, I was put on peptides and some supplements, and I am feeling like a brand new me. I wish I could bottle up this feeling and sell it to you, but I can't. What I can do is recommend that you go to Begin Anew Med Spa, and you can do their Optimal Wellness Program for only $149 with qualifying insurance. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, Raja Rajamanar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring Sonic and Sonic branding and Sonic initiatives across the board, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measured, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles. We have been partnering with iHeart across multiple platforms, both for brand enhancement as well as for performance marketing. I think the cut-through of the message and the recall of the brand are much higher. Also, it has been very beneficial for us to integrate some of our campaigns into the native content of iHeart. It has been a very nice partnership, and it continues to be very strong into the future.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
There's plenty of thrills at Gulfstream Park during the Royal Palm Meet with live thoroughbred racing Thursday through Sunday. For stake schedules, reservations, and tickets, head to GulfstreamPark.com.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 800-500-6135. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes, and we could save you thousands and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk to call now. 800-500-6135. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates for free now and see how much money you could save. Call 800-500-6135. 800-500-6135.
Result of negotiations not guaranteed. Not available in all states. Approximate discounts of up to half before our fees based on an average annual debt and results.
Give your small business one tech solution that checks all the boxes. It's all here with the Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It's cyber threat security for peace of mind. Check. The power of the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business. That's a triple box check right there. And save up to 75% a year on your wireless bill with Comcast Business Mobile. Check and cha-ching. It's everything you need to keep your business connected. From the company powered by the next generation 10G network. The Complete Connectivity Solution. Get started for just $49 a month for 24 months when you add mobile. And ask about an $800 prepaid card. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Ends 5/21/23. Restrictions apply. Requires 2-year agreement, EcoBill, and autopay. New 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares weighted average of top 3 carriers. Taxes and fees extra. Reduced speeds after use of monthly data. Savings vary.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way, are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
95 West Palm North towards the Gardens looking good. And in fact, most of Palm Beach County is looking good along 95 right now. But we do see a slowdown going on along 95 southbound. Just in the south of Boca area. This is southbound past Palmetto Park Road. And there is a crash near Sample Road, but the lanes are open at this point. Still a slow go for you there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber. HOA and condo board members. Bring your community the fastest, most reliable fiber internet while saving up to 50%. With Blue Stream Fiber, your community gains a partner, not just another provider. Start the partnership at bluestreamfiber.com/radio today.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put a grand .com. That's happy. Enter it now at realradio921.com and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Penthouse on a Tuesday, Miami Heat Tuesday. Let's call it that for the big win they had last night. 56 by Jimmy Butler. Love it. Jimmy's in the house. Hello and good morning. 2 Jimmys with great first names. And, of course, Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
So in a video that has gone viral, if you have not seen it yet, please, please, please check it out. realradio921.com/thepenthouse. There are a couple UFOs. They're zipping around the sky over Florida. And at first you're like looking, they look like fireballs. And then they're like, are those meteors? But the way that they're moving and zipping around and going down and going up. So the Pentagon is actually now investigating this.
Really?
Yep, they sure are. Have you seen it, Jimmy?
I saw the video. It looks like it looks like either 1 or 2 jet fighters.
But they're like, but I don't know, because is that what it would look like? Because they are
just the thrusters,
the thrusters.
That's what you would see if like the rest of the plane was invisible. That's the one thing I will say.
Yes.
But there's a certain darkness, like they're behind clouds.
Yeah.
And then, but there's one or two times where it looks like, okay, well, this is where it would normally emerge, like the plane itself, and you don't see the plane.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's a little odd. But if you're telling me the Pentagon's investigating into it,
the Pentagon is. They have announced they are investigating into it.
You would think that if it was a military craft, they would know what it is.
Right? Yeah. So these orange objects are doing loops to loops in the sky, and that is somebody who took the video. It's an unidentified Lakeland resident. They say, I look up and see this fire thing going down, going left, going around in circles, coming down, then shooting up. Like, it was just so weird. So as of now, we can call it a UFO because it is an unidentified flying object. And so Dr. Dean Kirkpatrick is the head of the Pentagon's UFO investigative office, said that they're looking into it. And the Florida sighting is among 650 reports that the Pentagon is actively investigating right now. So seek that video. Yep, you see for yourself. Make your own opinion. That is realradio921.com/thepenthouse. And then, man, we have a cruise line who is in a bit of hot water. This is a pretty crazy story if you have not heard it yet. Celebrity Cruises is being sued by a Florida woman. The lawsuit claims that her husband's remains were improperly cared for. So according to the suit, Robert Jones died on board. I believe he had like a heart attack, an issue with his heart, while he was on the celebrity equinox. This was past this August of last year. So the wife was told that his body would be held in the ship's morgue. Most of these cruise ships have morgues. I believe they all probably should.
Yes.
And so that the body was going to be held in the morgue during the 6-day journey back to Florida. But that is not exactly what happened. I guess the morgue, as it turns out, was kind of out of commission. It wasn't working as it should be. There's got to be a certain temperature, right?
Sure.
So she's told that. Well, instead, they decided to put his body in a drink cooler. The cooler was not nearly as cold as it should be. His body was in advanced stages of decomposition when it was collected by the funeral home, so bad that they couldn't even have an open casket.
Oh, that's terrible.
So the family and obviously his wife, well, they are seeking $1 million in damages and a trial by jury. So this is going to be something that I'm sure we will have updates on. And then in your What the Florida, a mystery from 2006. So this guy, his name is Robert Helfrey, young 34 years old, went missing nearly 17 years ago. They said that it was May 22nd after leaving an Irish pub. It was Peggy O'Neill's Irish pub in Palm Harbor. So he had called a friend at around 2:05 a.m. and asked them to meet him at his nearby apartment. Well, he never arrived. So he was reported missing, and investigators started a search. And they did search several ponds, heavily wooded areas for Helfrey and his vehicle, but he was never found. Well, the Sunshine State Sonar Search Team, which is a volunteer group that works with law enforcement, found a car located at the bottom of a retention pond, because they said they looked at all these ponds in Palm Harbor off of Old Oak Circle. The vehicle was confirmed to have been his, and they did notify his next of kin about the medical examiner's positive identification of the bones that were in the vehicle. So, of course, his cause and manner of death are still under investigation, but 17 years later, they did find his body and his vehicle. And I know it's a really sad ending to the story, but at least, you know, his family can kind of be put at ease that they have an answer to what happened to him and what happened to him, because he did go missing. And I will leave it there for your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. Thank you. Florida Stories, we do twice a show every day in the Penthouse, 11:05, 1:05. You guys give them to us. We give them back to you and tell you what goes on in Florida. Bizarre, the crazy, the unique, the different. Don't forget, you got a chance to win $1,000. We had a winner yesterday. We're going to keep telling you can get $1,000 in your hand. We're going to come back in a couple of minutes. Jimmy's going to tell you about things you found out late in life. I know one that I found out late in life. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Jeffrey is still looking for a place to live.
Yeah, it's discouraging. It's like it's a lot harder to rent nowadays than compared to was when I started living on Mars.
That is confusing for people. You immediately think, okay, this guy is a mental patient.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the planet. I'm talking about the street that I used to live on.
I knew that.
Think of this guy going around telling people I live on Mars.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains.
There's more of South Florida to see. Ride to white sand beaches in West Palm. Taste new flavors in Boca Raton. Or ride to a night out in Miami. Brightline makes getting around South Florida easier than ever. Book your next ride at GoBrightline.com.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? confidently make something better or create something new. Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
This is your captain. You may have noticed my new haircut on your way in. Wanted to look my best. Got the new passport photo taken at Staples. In and out in 10 minutes. And while I'm there, I can grab travel-sized body wash. Maybe a shower cap. Don't want to mess up the new do.
Staples has everything you need to travel. 10-minute passport photos, luggage, headphones, even personal travel items. And now at Staples, get 20% off your in-store purchase when you buy any travel service. Get all set to jet and save at Staples. Offer ends 4/29. In-store only. Exclusions apply.
Parents, are you tired of helping put your kids' shoes on? They're squirming, watching cartoons, anything but helping. Luckily, it's Skechers to the rescue. Introducing new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Footwear you can just get your kids to step into and their shoes are on. You don't need to bend over. You don't need to sit on the floor and try to wrangle them on. And they're available in all types of Skechers styles with and without laces, and most are machine washable. Find Skechers slip-ins for kids or mom and dad at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Life is too short to not be feeling like the best version of yourself. Hey, this is Franny, and if you're dealing with low energy, weight gain, maybe even brain fog, then let me introduce you to Begin Anew Med Spa and their Optimal Wellness Program. Over a year ago, when I first went to Begin Anew, I was like a kid in a candy store. I was interested in so many of their services: Botox, laser hair removal, one of Begin Anew's medical grade facials, which, by the way, I eventually did all of them, but during my consultation and with extensive questioning, we decided on getting me feeling good from the inside first. I wasn't sleeping well, trouble focusing. I was even dealing with some gut health issues. So Begin Anew's Optimal Wellness Program was the path I took, and it turned things around. After extensive lab work, I was put on peptides and some supplements, and I am feeling like a brand new me. I wish I could bottle up this feeling and sell it to you, but I can't. What I can do is recommend that you go to Begin Anew Med Spa, and you can do their Optimal Wellness Program for only $149 with qualifying insurance. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com.
Have you fallen behind with the IRS because you didn't file your returns? Maybe you didn't have enough money to pay your taxes due to unforeseen circumstances. Stop ignoring the IRS. They can take your wages, seize your bank account, and call your employer and embarrass you. Ignoring the IRS letters will cause your family and you to suffer. I'm Miami tax attorney Steve Klitzner, and I work to protect taxpayers like you to get back on track. Rest assured, you have plenty of rights, but you must exercise them to prevent the IRS from taking action. Call me today for a free consultation with me at 305-682-1118. We'll discuss how you can end your IRS problems forever. 305-682-1118. That's 305-682-1118. I'm here to help you.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
95 West Palm North towards the Gardens looking good. And in fact, most of Palm Beach County is looking good along 95 right now. But we do see a slowdown going on along 95 southbound. Just in the south of Boca area. This is southbound past Palmetto Park Road. And there is a crash near Sample Road, but the lanes are open at this point. Still a slow go for you there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you.
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
I was asked what it's like to have sex with you. Well, it's like when someone steps in front of a train. It's really fast, and someone always ends up a bloody mess. Honey?
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Good afternoon, everybody. Sunfest tickets at 11:45, so make sure you get ready to get a chance to win Sunfest tickets, which is going to be a great event and a lot of fun. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
Well, I saw a list online. Somebody put together a list and a thread where people are sharing the things that they learned embarrassingly late in life. Here's a few good ones, but if you want, you can think of your own, too. Things that we didn't learn until we were much older and kind of embarrass people, like this one. That the porta potty doesn't somehow know when somebody's inside. The sign only changes to occupied when you physically lock the door.
Yeah.
Somebody apparently didn't learn that until late in life. Embarrassingly late in life.
Interesting.
Here's another one. That whole milk is usually only around 3% fat. I always thought it was 100%, and when I saw reduced as being 2%, I thought, why wouldn't they do 50% or somewhere in the middle?
They thought it was 100% fat. You're just drinking 100% fat right now.
Versus 2%,
oh,
right?
Boy, special people.
How about this one? That jackalopes are mythical creatures, or that narwhals, is that it? Narwhals are real animals. I've never heard of that second one.
Who? The jackalope. Who used to do... oh, man. What was it? Do you remember the guy from Full House? Why can I not think of his name? No. The one that Alanis Morissette was with. And she wrote, You Ought to Know About?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why can't I think of Uncle Joey?
Uncle Joey, right?
Whatever his name is.
I can't think
he
of his real name.
used to voice something. Do you remember? Was it a jackalope or was it something? It was like a little rabbit with like ears. And it was on America's Funniest Home Videos, I believe.
Is that where it was?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I don't know. I can't think of
Yeah,
his
because
name.
he did it with Saget.
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense.
I think it was America's Funniest Home Video.
Here's why someone thought that prima donna was pre-Madonna, meaning that the person who was starting to behave like Madonna, like they're pre-Madonna now and will eventually go full Madonna.
Wow.
How about this one? Other misconceptions. Someone didn't realize people were saying a coma, and they thought that you could fall into a coma, and another person didn't realize the word was euthanasia and thought that people were saying youth in Asia.
That's awesome.
These are things that people found out embarrassingly late in life. Here's one for you, Greek. Maybe you can blame this one on Grey's Anatomy. Someone thought Mick Jagger's name was McJagger, like a McNugget or something like that. M-little-C Jagger.
That's awesome.
Mick Jagger. They thought it was one word.
That's good.
Here's another one. That when you're an adult, you need to buy shoes that are a little loose so you can grow into them to get when you get taller. Because they always thought that when you were a kid, right? Parents would always buy their kids a little bit bigger shoe.
Yeah.
They thought you had to do that your whole life. Here's one, and I tell you what, this one, I have to go on the list with this one because I never really thought much about it. That pineapples grow on the ground and not in a tree.
Yeah.
I never really gave much thought to it. I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of surprising.
You just cut off the top of it and you plant it right in the ground.
Yep, there you go.
There you go.
These are things that people found out embarrassingly late in life. Share us yours, Jimmy at realradio921.com. This person wrote in, someone said, I didn't know that pickles were made from cucumbers until I was 24 and in the middle of getting my bachelor's. Finally on this list, and one person said while watching, and this one's great, while watching Game of Thrones, I asked my husband when dragons went extinct. He had to pause the show for that one. Another one that I saw on this list, and I just, again, I never gave it much thought, so I didn't really know where it came from. Sodas are called soft drinks because they have no alcohol in them.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You know, so that would include juices and things like that. So when we reference something as a soft drink, it's because it doesn't have any alcohol in it. I never really gave it much thought as to why they were called soft drinks.
I didn't either.
I've always called it soda my whole life. So what is something that you didn't find out until later in life that you're maybe a little embarrassed about, or maybe it's just kind of fun to banter with? 877-927-6969. We have a text line 47142 to start off that text with the Real Radio. That way it gets to us and Franny can read them on the air. Or as I just said, Jimmy at realradio921.com. Is there anything that you can think of, Franny?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
It seems like it happens.
can't.
Like when it happens, you don't really
No.
register it, and then
Yeah.
you're kind of just, okay, I learned that. Maybe I should have known that earlier.
Because I know I've said
a
that
lot
before.
of those things. Yeah,
Yeah, because I've said that before. Like, I was this day old when I found this out.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but
like the new line
it is.
to say that.
I was today, years old when I found this out. Is there anything you can think of, G-Man?
Love don't come for free. I mean, I found that out too late in life. There's many things that you could think about, especially for me, just not paying attention or not knowing. But like Jimmy said, give us a call, text us, or email us and little things that maybe you just realized and said, wow, this is pretty unique. I just found this out.
Today's days old when
Yeah.
you learned that one.
And like little things like we hear like with hacks and stuff like that. We're like, I didn't know you could do that, right?
Yeah, like the top of a McDonald's cup, right? So the top is meant to be an actual like a tray or a coaster for it because it'll fit right into it. The bottom will fit into the top part of it. The ridges on the top.
And they say with the soda cans, right, with the tab, you're supposed to hit the part next to the hinge down so it goes up a little bit so then you can flip it open. They also say when you turn it, you can put a straw down in it too.
The whole idea is when you open it up, you leave it that way, and then you can put a straw into it if you want to drink it that way with a straw.
Yep. So those are all things that I've learned later on in life. The Chinese food boxes, they open them up and it's supposed to be a plate.
Yep.
Yeah, but I like eating them when they're closed. It's more fun that way.
Yeah, I do too.
Little chopsticks.
Yeah.
It's more fun that way.
Well, how do you, if you don't do it that way, if you open it up and use it as a plate, right, how do you repackage it for leftovers?
Exactly.
See.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think it's silly. But something that's not silly is, listen, we want to try to, we don't want to. We are on, we have our efforts going. I think that we need to make this happen to save AM radio. We've talked about it before, that Ford and some other car manufacturers are going to start phasing out AM radios. And, we work for a major radio broadcasting company, iHeartRadio. We have some fantastic AM stations here that represented right here in West Palm Beach. And there are some efforts that we're trying to do in order to save AM radio. And there is a number that you can text. I actually did post something on the Penthouse blog. You just have to scroll down a little bit. It's 47... I'm sorry, I'll give you the text line. That's realradio921.com. Just check it out at the Penthouse blog, and you can see exactly how to do that. But I'll let you know. So in order to keep AM available in cars, the National Association of Broadcasters has released a whole new series of radio spots and digital ads. They say ass. Ads.
Want to get some ass. And some AM ass.
And ass.
I'm all for the AM ass.
Ass. Focused on the need for AM in dashboards.
They're not leaving now. Don't worry about it. It's secure now. You put ass in there?
I could use some AM ass, some morning ass. But they're asking for consumers to contact Congress, and we're making it really easy too. So they are urging listeners to text AM to 52886. So do that. That's AM to 52886. And you can also contact members of Congress to ask them to help AM radios stay in cars. According to the National Association of Broadcasters, you said, like I said, they are running spots right now, but they want to amplify the voices of the over 80 million Americans that rely on AM radio for news, entertainment, community engagement, and public safety alerts. These AM radios serve as the backbone of our nation's emergency alert system, and the dire consequences of removing it from cars require immediate action. So if you please can, just text AM to 52886. It's that simple.
Thank you so much, Francis. Let's do this and save AM radio. Big for us to do this and help out because, again, it's great stations. WJNO is a great station with us for a long time. Our good buddy Brian Mudd and Joel Malkin take care of that every day for us. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a Miami Heat Tuesday because the Heaters had a big game last night and a big win. Jimmy Buckets, again, that first name dropped in 56 points. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and then 11:45, your chance to win tickets to the Sunfest. Peace.
Think we're just in your car? Think again. Anytime, anywhere. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
iHeartMedia and Freeman Injury Law present our Salute to Community Service program. It's our way of thanking those men and women who devote their lives to serve communities throughout the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast. We want to recognize those who serve, but we need your help. Who are we looking for? From first responders like police officers, EMTs, doctors, nurses, and firefighters, to educators like teachers, guidance counselors, and principals. If you know of someone special who serves our community in any way, we want you to tell us who they are and why. Submit them now at this station's website. Keyword salute.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals.
Value Beauty Protection. 3 things a metal roof from Tri-County Metals will add to your home. Get the roof you want now. Financing is available with payments as low as $99 a month. Learn more at TriCountyMetals.com. That's TriCountyMetals.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
It's raining jackpots this April at Gulfstream Park Casino and Racing. Join us for the Spring Fling giveaway on April 29th, where you can win a share of $35,000 in free play. Earn entries all month long. For more details, visit GulfstreamParkCasino.com.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida Sweet Corn and Ricotta Fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida Blueberry Cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow FreshFromFlorida.com. Follow FreshFromFlorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at followfreshfromflorida.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the...
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for Fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
As you're heading out along 95, things are looking good. You've got a 15-minute ride southern to PGA. Turnpike accident-free throughout Palm Beach County. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
And 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday, April 25th. Thank you so much for tuning in to the PH. Whether you're on that FM dial, or of course that absolutely free iHeartRadio app. And if you're listening on the iHeartRadio app and you want to leave us a voicemail, we call that a talkback. You just have to find that little microphone icon and you can leave us one. And if it's worthy enough, we will play it on air. And the guy who will do that is my main man over here, Jimmy. Hi, good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And of course we have Greek in the house. Hi, Greek.
Hi, Francis. How are you today? This lovely Tuesday.
So super.
Oh, so super. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
It is cold in the studio, but I feel the heat from last night's Miami Heat big win over the Bucks. Number 1 seed against number 8 seed, and Heat are 1 game away from making history. Last night, Jimmy Butler could not miss. He was like one of my ex-girlfriends at a Gucci sale. He hit everything. 56 points, a record for the Miami Heat in the playoffs, most points scored ever, and that beats everybody. We're talking Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, LeBron James. Butler did it last night, 56 points, and he were down late in the game in the third to early fourth quarter, and then they went on a 23-5 run and just took it over, and Jimmy led them all the way. The crowd was going crazy. It was unbelievable as a Heat fan. Game time, the line went up so much that the Milwaukee Bucks, thanks to DraftKings, was laying 9 points in some areas, but the Heat are in a great position. They got to get one more win. In the NBA format, when a team is up 3-1, it is over a 94% chance that they do finish out the series. Now, don't count out the Bucks because they're a great team with a lot of great players, and the Greek Freak is still not 100%. We'll see what happens with that. But again, great game for the Heat, great game to be a Miami Heat fan, and you should be proud of what they're doing. Lakers won last night in overtime. LeBron James had 20 rebounds and 20 points. They are up 3-1. Warriors and Kings tonight. Always excited for that series. Fox, the star for the Sacramento Kings, fractured his finger. He is supposed to play, but that might give the Warriors an edge. They are terrible. They were the worst team on the road in the NBA. And Mr. Rogers has a new neighborhood, and guess what? The Jet fans are happy. Jets. I'm sure we'll hear from some Jet fans today. Rogers, finally, the deal closed after 40 days and change. He is definitely a New York Jet. He's going to wear number 8, not number 12. He's not going to go down that road because Joe Namath's number is retired. That's the number he wore in college. Super Bowl odds changed overnight in seconds as soon as they signed him. Now the Jets are 13-1, which is earlier on in the season. When the NFL just ended in February, they were like 25-1 or 30-1 in some shops, but they dropped all the way to 13-1. Rodgers to the Jets. The Jets have one of the best rosters in football. Again, this is experts talking, and now you add Rodgers. Going to be a tough game. That Jet-Miami game, I could only imagine how much those tickets are going to be this year when the Jets come down here. But again, if you're a Jet fan, you should be happy today. You got Mr. Rodgers at least for 1 year, maybe 2. And our Florida Panthers take on the Bruins tomorrow night, trying to stay alive. They are down 3-1. Tough task playing against the best team. And Tampa Bay Rays yesterday won again home. They are 14-0 home this year. The Rays 14-0 home in baseball. And that is your lunchtime chow wow 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 trifecta. Thank you. 877-927-6969. Things you found out later in life. If you want to give us a call and comment on them. It could be anything that you just realized, or it's maybe something you just found out. You're like, wow, I really never realized
I
that.
got one thing on here at 47142. That's text line. You just have to start it off with Real Radio. Says, I learned this in my late 20s. The stripper doesn't like me. And no matter how hard you try, your girlfriend will leave you for money. Aww.
Oh,
that shouldn't be a thing.
That's sad.
Yeah,
that's
that is
sad,
sad.
but true. It really is sad.
And then somebody said, really, G? Really, G-Man? Love's not free? That's a good one to know. And you said John Stamos. It's not John Stamos. It's Dave Coulier.
That's it.
That's
Thank you.
it. It just hit me. Coulier.
I just took a guess. I didn't know who it was when I said Stamos.
No, I know. Somebody texted John Stamos, so I think that's who we thought we were trying to figure out, too.
Yeah.
And we were talking about billboards because the ones that used to do the casinos about so-and-so won $100,000 jackpot, blah, blah. They said, Frady, regarding billboards in the Treasure Coast on I-95, there's a billboard advertising vasectomies in 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quick.
They said it seems ironic because it's right across the street from the St. Lucie County dump. I'm like, all right. I don't know the irony there, but...
That's ironic.
15 minutes vasectomies. We'll get you in and out.
Wow. What time's lunch? Can we make it 2:15? I was going to make it 2.
Is that what he's saying? That they just... I don't understand. But thank you. You can always participate even if I don't get it. 47142. You just kick it off with Real Radio.
Yeah.
Right over my head. So we talk a little bit of celebrities here, and this is interesting. These are celebrities that people are like, you know what? If they're in a movie, I'm going to watch that movie.
Okay.
Do you have any celebrities that you can think off the top of your head that they are just your favorite, and if they're in a film, you're going?
Hanks.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I get it.
Just about anything he's in, I'll watch. Doesn't matter. And there's some that I haven't seen yet, but I want to. But yeah, anytime I hear he's in it, no doubt about it, I will watch it.
I get that one. I think that would probably on a lot of people's list. How about you, G?
Oh, a couple of people I can think of. Pacino is his birthday today, 83. De Niro, Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Julia Roberts. Always enjoy her. Halle Berry, not because of her appearance and how she looks, just because of her great acting skills.
Okay. Oh, of course.
That's what we figured.
Of course.
How about you, Francis?
I love Hanks too. Brad Pitt is. I'm a fan of him. I like Leonardo DiCaprio's work. I like Jennifer Lawrence. I do like Julia Roberts too.
Yeah.
There's a handful. There's a handful of them. I don't know if I'm going to run to the theaters, but I'm definitely going to watch the movie. Right? Like I know I'm going to Adam Sandler. Even if they're silly, and I watch them and I'm like, that was dumb.
Yeah, there's another Adam. Yeah. Especially the more if he gets into doing more dramas, like Uncut Gems.
That was great.
I tell you,
that was a good movie.
There's a movie that was kind of underrated that I thought should have been a little bit more overrated. Yeah. But again, it's each their own. But yeah, I'd love to see him in some more dramatic roles.
I enjoy Johnny Depp. I think he's a fantastic character actor. I think Johnny Depp is incredible in almost everything he does.
There's so many. There's a lot. Then, like you say, you mentioned, then it hits you. You're right.
Dwayne Johnson, I like him. And a lot of them that we have named are in the top 10. So according to Puck News, I said Puck News, these are the top 10 movie stars that draw people to movie theaters. And... we said a few of them, so I'll let you know the ones that we said, and then you guys, because obviously I have the list in front of me, I'll see if you guys can guess the other ones, right? So already, you said Tom Cruise. He tops the list. Dwayne Johnson is on the list. Tom Hanks. And these are in order. Brad Pitt. We have not named the fifth one yet.
Male or female?
Male. And I do enjoy this. I probably have watched a majority of movies this guy's in.
Denzel Washington?
Ding, ding, ding. Number 5.
Nice.
Good job. Number 6, Julia Roberts, you said. Number 7, we have not named.
Male or female?
Male. Big
Ron
movie.
Jeremy.
No. Did you say Ron
Major. We don't support anything Ron Jeremy does these days.
No, actually, not these days. Years ago.
Major movie star got in some Kevin
Spacey?
Nope.
Jason Momoa.
This was no, but I do like him too. People were very upset at what he did to somebody else.
Oh, Will Smith.
Yes, Will Smith.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Wow, still in the top 10. That's amazing. That's
still
good.
in the top 10. Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, and then finally, who do you think it is? Comedian, but he does do some drama. He does do some films, some dramatic films. If I give you, I have
Eddie
a
Murphy?
I have a clue that I'll give you, and you guys will get it right away. So.
Eddie Murphy?
No,
I give.
he's your twin.
He's my
Kevin Hart.
Wow.
Kevin Hart rounds up the top 10. Then if you want to get a little bit like deeper into this, they do say that, and some that we've already said, they did the 20. Keanu Reeves is on there, Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds, Adam Sandler, Harrison Ford.
Ryan Reynolds, another one. Yeah. He'll make me watch a movie.
Me too.
Just by him being in it.
Me too. Harrison Ford, who, by the way, said after this Indiana Jones, he's not going to be Indiana Jones anymore. So I wonder if they continue to do it, if they're going to find somebody else. I'm curious. George Clooney, Robert Downey Jr., love him too.
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Angelina Jolie, Morgan Freeman, and then Chris Hemsworth is at number 20.
John Malkovich is great too. He's another one. I mean, he's more of a character player. He plays that evil guy or he's like a real wacko, psycho type of character. But boy, he does it well.
He does a very eccentric or crazy person very well. You're right.
What's his name from The Sopranos? Has the terrible teeth. He's another one. Great character actor that's really wacky.
Terrible teeth.
From The Sopranos, when he was owning horses.
Only person I can think of, Crazy Eyes?
Joey Pants?
You're not thinking Buscemi, are you?
Buscemi.
Yeah. I call him Crazy Eyes.
Crazy Eyes, yeah. He's another one. Plays a great wacko.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and one thing with that list, everybody's, nobody really young in their 20s or 30s. Everybody's in their mid-40s or higher.
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Hemsworth is young.
But he was in the top 10.
He's not at the top 10. He was in the 20.
Yeah, I mean, the top 10, though.
Yeah, but, a 20-some-year-old actor isn't going to have that, much of a repertoire compared to some of these guys.
Kevin Hart is probably the youngest out of that group. Maybe him and Dwayne Johnson might be around the same age.
Yeah, I think they're in their mid-40s.
Too old.
Yeah.
All right, that's a pretty good list. And we got a lot of them, which is good. And it's your chance right now to get Sunfest tickets. So pick up the phone, 877-927-6969. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. If you want Sunfest tickets, we're going to play a game today, Who's Most Likely To. Jimmy will get you guys ready, and then we will start the contest, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So give us a call right now. Sunfest tickets coming up in, I believe, 2 weeks, Sunfest.
It's next week.
Next week, right?
Yeah, it's next weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quick.
Kicks off Friday.
Jeez.
Next Friday, May 5th.
Before you know it, Sunfest is here, and you're going to want tickets because it's a great event to just have a great time. Enjoy South Florida with your friends, with your family, with your significant other, maybe your bookmaker, whoever you want to go with. Just have a great time. Maybe bring your dentist. How about that? Bring your dentist.
Why not if you like your dentist? Hey?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you could do. Don't forget, you get over to Monroe's every day for happy hour. It's always a great place. Monroe's of Palm Beach. Happy hour is unbelievable. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. Open till 5 a.m. Saturday night, you missed a big event if you didn't get over there. It was the Jungle Party, and it was a great night. Packed house, I heard. Always great events at Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there, enjoy yourself. Happy hour, and always a good time. Stop in. And Tuesday night, Tomahawk Tuesdays. That's always great. Stop there and have a steak and enjoy yourself. And tell them Greek sing. That's all. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. Again, I got a text message from a couple of my friends. Franny had a big event last night at the OG, correct?
Yes.
In Delray?
Yes.
On 2nd Avenue. She recommended it. It's a great place. Go down there, enjoy yourself, and big contest. And I had somebody else ask me, do you know who did win the contest? What bartender?
Oh, man. I have to think about this.
All right, no worries.
I don't remember. Oh, his name was Joey, but I have to remember what bar it was. It was him and and Antonio who was helping him out.
Okay.
But I got to think of what bar they came from. But yes, our winner's name was Joey.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of winners, we had one yesterday for $1,000, a grand in your hand. That's right, $1,000 grand in your hand. You get the keyword, you run to the bank. We are proud of that today. We are proud of that. We are proud of the Miami Heat. And I'm happy for the Jet fans. They got Mr. Rogers. So it was a pretty good day in the Penthouse. And you guys are with us to enjoy it and make it even better.
Here we go. Because I forgot I had the list on my phone because we had to have everybody's information. So the winner was Joey and Antonio from the Blue Dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready, and we're starting today's contest with Monica. Monica, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi.
Hi, Monica. How are you?
Very excited. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, we're great. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
7.5 years.
Wow. Well,
Nice.
thank you very much.
All right, let's see if we can get you set up with a pair of one-day passes to Sunfest 2023. We're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To. Franny's going to read a scenario. Just hold off for a second. We're going to vote amongst ourselves who's most likely to fit that scenario, and you have to guess who we voted for. Okay, Monica?
Okay. Okay, great.
All right, Monica, let's do this thing. Oh. A little flow right now. All right, Monica, out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to spend all weekend binging a new TV series?
All right, we have our answer, Monica. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to spend the entire weekend binge watching a new TV series?
This one, but I'm going to go with Jimmy.
Tell you what, the answer is wrong.
It is. I'm sorry, Monica.
We voted for Franny, but you are, I'll tell you what, that would be a close between Franny or me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I knew I was stuck between you two.
Aw, sorry, Monica.
yeah, that one could have gone either way.
It could have. You're
All
right.
right, Monica. Sorry about that. Well,
Thank you.
we will have another pair on Thursday. So next up we have Brandon. Brandon, welcome to the Penthouse.
Thank you.
Brandon, how are you today? Thanks for listening to Real Radio.
I'm good. How are y'all?
Oh, we're great. How long you
Excellent.
been listening to Real Radio?
I moved to Florida in 99.
Wow, it's a long run. What have you
Nice.
learned from this station?
Nothing.
Us too. Us
Then we're
too.
doing it right.
Thank you, Brandon. You know, our mics are on.
All right, Brandon. Thank you very much for all those years
Yes.
of faithful listening. Let's see if we can get you set up with a pair of one-day passes to Sunfest 2023. Franny, you ready? You got another one?
I am ready, Brandon. I'm going to ask the question. Just give us a moment to place our votes, and then Jimmy will cue you up for your answer. So out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to be on the red carpet one day?
All right, we have our answer, Brandon. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to be on the red carpet one day?
I would go with Greek.
There you go. That's an easy one.
Because he's got his treatment out there.
We call that a layup in the prizing land. All right, Brandon, if you would, hang tight. I'm going to put you on hold. If you would wait until we go to our next break, I'm going to come back online with you when we're off the air, get a little bit more info from you. We'll get you set up. Okay, bub?
Perfect. Thank y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
Do it right there.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Thank you, Jimmy, for your help. Again, every day at 11:45 in the Penthouse, we have a chance for you to get a prize. Might be Sunfest. It might be Tortuga. It could be a restaurant trade, a gift card to New York Prime. It could be a concert. Could be a sporting event, amusement place, whatever it is. We always want to thank you guys.
See, people do learn here. 47142, start off with Real Radio. It says, I realize late in life, the bigger the problem, throw more money at it.
Wonder where you learned that from.
Something else, something I found out as an adult that I was unaware as a student, you can actually have bad vocabulary, misspeak multiple words and phrases in a 4-hour period and still have a radio show. Looky there. Learn that later on in life.
Huh.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a show.
Yeah, it's all made up. All made up. Every bit of it.
So thank you for participating on that text line 47142.
It's not how you get it done. It's if you get it done. And if it's done, it's done. Don't worry about it. 877-927-6969.
More profound words. Keep learning every day.
And as Jimmy would say, he's gotten through life quite well. Shocker as it is. You guys are always welcome to get involved with the show. Always appreciate it. Just gave away Sunfest tickets. Tomorrow, I believe we have Rapids. And then on Thursday, we go back to Sunfest. So always give us a call, get involved, or you can text us, Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy.
So we're talking celebrities and celebrities that will actually get you to the movie theaters or to watch a movie. And speaking of movies, there was a Reddit thread, and if there's anything you can think of that you want to add on to it, and these are what they consider overused TV and movie plot twists that people are just absolutely tired of seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them, you're like, this one I totally get, especially if you watch soap operas. And that's what they said. In the daytime dramas, the characters' ages are so fluid to fit in any scenario. They said in one of my favorites, a character was born in 1995, so she's not even 30, but she already has 2 kids and in their early 20s. But you'll see that all the time. Like, I remember watching Days of Our Lives, and they had a kid, and then I didn't watch it for a couple years, and I came back, and the kid was like
driving?
already 20. I was like, what? How did that happen?
It's a show.
It's like, what is going on?
I thought you were going to say brain tumor.
Well, that, yeah.
I remember back in the, that's like a 70s or 80s type
Oh, my
of
goodness, yeah.
phenomenon with soap operas. Everybody had a brain tumor.
And they said, so some amnesia storylines where characters lose their memory or forget who they are, usually after an accident. They're like, I'm kind of sick of that. Let's see. Hitting someone on the head and they pass out. It actually takes a lot of force to hit someone hard enough to knock them out. And it's a pretty serious injury. So they're like, this doesn't make any sense.
True.
This one, in buddy cop movies, they screw up, get kicked off the case, but then they pursue the criminals without badges and save the day.
Mm-hmm. That was a lot. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. We got to watch a couple like that.
Yeah.
I tell you one, as far as like sci-fi is concerned, time travel.
Yeah.
They use time travel a lot in order to justify going in different realms, and I don't know, it's overused. It's too much, especially with the Star Treks and all the different ones that they've had with that, and I don't know, just one of those things I always cringe whenever they do it.
Yeah. What about this one? Walking away from an explosion without any injury.
Oh, yeah, of course. Every time.
Let alone falling down.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Just a cool walk away as everything is exploding behind you.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah, I watched Mission Impossible the other night late, and man, every single scene, somebody's getting blown up, this and that, and they just walk away, they're fine. Scratch over the head.
No problem.
Yeah, it's like a little cut.
Or, somebody that gets shot, and like 2 scenes later, all of a sudden they're running, like it's not
John Wick
there.
4.
Yeah.
John Wick 3. Yeah. John Wick 2.
Yep. If there's anything else you can think of, 47142 started off with Real Radio. Somebody said when the main couple has been planning their perfect wedding for months, and suddenly the day of the wedding, everything goes wrong, and they have to get married in a last-minute ceremony that's much more intimate and somehow perfect. They're like, I hate that. I hate that. If there's something that you're like, man, this is just overplayed, or, this is just not, this is dumb, it's realistic, overused TV and movie plot twists that people are just tired of seeing, let us know.
Give us a call or text us or email Jimmy. Something that you're just tired of seeing. Sometimes people say sequels. They don't think they're tired of sequels. If they don't think that they're good enough to make one. And there are some that Lethal Weapon 4. They had 4. Bad Boys. Now they're going 4. Fast and Furious 10. Mission Impossible last night. I did see 7 of them that he has done. And I know he's working on another one. Will be 8. But again, the crowds are going. The people are going. That's why they keep making these movies. I mean, that's what a lot of people say. They don't like them, but people weren't going. They wouldn't even Fast and Furious. It's the same plot. It's the same thing. They're just adding bigger stars, everyone now. But it's the same thing. The cars are going to blow up. They're going to get shot. They're going to jump out of planes. They're going to go over bridges. But people go, and once those people keep going, they're going to check it out, and they're going to make the money with it. And those movies make a ton of cash. I mean, Fast and Furious, they crush it. They really do.
That has a cult following. It seems like, anyway. I could be wrong on that, but it certainly seems like it.
You're right, 100%. But, I mean, it's a big cult following because they do a lot. And the stars they get, they lay out some. I can only imagine what those movies
So have you guys watched the previews for the latest one?
Yeah, 10.
And it doesn't even look like a Fast and Furious because they're using Momoa and Charlize Theron and somebody else. Because I know Momoa's he's newer to the Fast and Furious. Yeah. But they're using them in the previews for it. And there's no car racing. You don't see anything. It's just them kind of like fighting or acting. And I was like, this is really interesting is that they're pushing them. I wonder how pissed off Ludacris and Tyrese and the ones who've been in the Fast and the Furious forever. Like, you don't even see them in the previews. You see Statham, who I think came on a little bit later too.
Yeah, he was with
But
Haas
even like the Vin Diesels and stuff, they're promoting the hell out of Momoa and Theron now.
Well, they're bigger stars, I think.
To watch, and it doesn't even look like a Fast and Furious movie when you're watching it.
Well, maybe they're trying to find a different plot. Maybe,
new audience.
Taking,
Because, I mean, obviously.
Because they know that the Fast and Furious people are going to watch it because it's a Fast and Furious flick. So they might, they're just trying to get somebody else who's like, oh, Momoa's in it. I'm in. Sign me up. Theron has been on a few of them. Charlize Theron already has.
And then they brought The Rock in a couple times. So they're having some big stars jump on. And again, like I said, it's number 10. I mean, that's a long time. And I'm sure they're in their works for a couple more. I don't think it's going to end at 10. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Fat Tuesday. We're excited here because the Heat won, and somebody won $1,000 on Real Radio to get $1,000 in their hand. It's going to come back in a couple minutes, and when we do, we got some fun facts and your chance to get a new keyword from our boy, Rover. It is the Penthouse on a Fat Tuesday. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week, 5-star menu, and beautiful ladies. If you want a good night to be a great night, there's only one place to go, and that's Monroe's of Palm Beach. A great happy hour available for you every single day, and a good time awaits you at Monroe's. And if you like UFC and championship fights, that's the place you want to be. Ringside, baby, with a beautiful girl. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. Get over there today and have a great night. Peace.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital.
Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
If your company needs to spring into efficient hiring, then check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio.
We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. benefits and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hear new music first on your free iHeartRadio app.
This is Lars. James from Metallica here.
And this is iHeartRadio.
What's up? This is Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park.
We're the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. The free iHeartRadio app is where the biggest stars in the world connect with you. Download it today.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Always appreciate you listening to Real Radio. After us, it is the News Junkie. Rover steps in with his crew, and then it's Lex and Terry for Night Night. And don't forget, in the morning, wake up with Rover and his crew and some scrambled eggs on me. And then you get back into the Penthouse, which is always the best view in the house, is the Penthouse. Jimmy's in the house.
hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Francis.
Hello and good afternoon, Mr. Greek.
Fun facts about?
Well, it's National Telephone Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ring, ring.
They got the tone.
So we'll start with a few that I know we've heard of, and then I'm going to sprinkle some that maybe you have not. You remember it wasn't hello in the beginning? I believe, Jimmy, you might know what it. Do you know what they suggested using before it was hello?
Yeah, I've heard of this, but
when answering the
I'm
phone?
not be able to recall this.
How much?
Tally ho.
No, it was not tally ho. And
How
it
much?
was not how much, no.
Bring it?
It was not bring it.
That was another very common
Yeah,
phrase.
so they said a hello was a common greeting we use when picking up the phone, right? But it always wasn't. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, suggested we say something else.
Oh, it's right there, too.
It wasn't until Thomas Edison, he was like, you know what, we should say hello instead. All right, so think of something you would say if you were on a ship.
All aboard?
No. All aboard when you answer the phone. All aboard?
That's a train.
Sounds about right.
Did you say aloha?
I said aloha. Yeah.
No, you're
that's-
ahoy.
Ahoy.
That's it.
Ahoy.
I knew it. Like Chips Ahoy.
Ahoy. Yes. The word telephone. The word telephone was used before the telephone existed. The term actually predated the device as we know it. The word telephone was first used in 1828 by a man named Francois Souder to describe his invention, which was a musical signaling device. Later on, they were like, you know what, we're going to take that because nobody's using your thing, and we're going to call this a telephone.
Telephone.
Uh-huh.
How about Drake? You can call me on the telephone. I like that song.
Yeah. This is weird. A wireless telephone was invented in 1800.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did it take us so long?
Bell filed a patent for a wireless telephone in the 1800s. However, it didn't look like any of our wireless phones. It used beams of light to transmit sounds. Okay. We're not sure how it works exactly, but they do say the idea didn't take hold. Thankfully, we now have the small business telephone system that's cloud-based, allowing us to communicate using any device. The first mobile phone existed. Do you want to guess what year?
First mobile phone, I'm going to go 1964, June 7th at 4 o'clock.
All right, that is very specific. But no, you're incorrect.
I thought the deeper I went, the more it would sound real.
Yes. The first mobile phone was 1983, and it was called the Dyna TAC 8000X. It was made by Motorola and looked like other telephones from its time, except that it didn't have wires. It took 10 hours to charge fully, and you could use it only for 30 minutes. Isn't that crazy? 10 hours to charge, and you only had 30 minutes on it. Deaf people actually influenced the invention of the telephone. Deaf people actively inspired Bell's work with the telephone. His wife, Mabel, was deaf, and it is said that Bell grew interested in telecommunication in an effort to help restore his wife's hearing. Bell's mother, Eliza, was also deaf and needed help of a hearing trumpet, is what they did. Do you remember seeing those things?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do remember them. Never used one, but I do remember.
There are more mobile phones than people alive.
Wow. I believe that.
They're out. This is kind of older news on this one, but as of 2019, statistics reveal that there are around 8 billion mobile phones compared to 7 billion people alive on Earth. We know this has changed. They say no wonder, though, people are becoming more and more important in our society where you need to be connected at all times. Thus, it's unsurprising that the demand for mobile phones has gone up. There we go. They're also on here, answering machines used to exist prior to the advent of digital voicemail. You had to purchase an answering machine if you wanted people to leave you a message. Are you listening, kids? They're like, what's an answering machine?
Oh, my God.
I called someone the other day, and they had an answering machine.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
The only two people I knew that had one, I've said it a million times, is Dano and my mother.
Yeah, it was actually somebody. It was a winner from the other station, and we were trying to get in touch with them for a certain event. And the number they gave us was an answering machine. I was like, that is weird.
Old school.
So, yeah.
It's old school.
Yeah, but most are phased out, right, due to lack of demand. Can you even purchase them?
Answering machine?
Yeah.
Sure.
You still can? Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Some people still have landlines. I mean, it's very rare, but some people still do have them.
Yep.
They're not done the old way. They're still done through a self-service because my parents have it.
Okay.
They have a landline, but they have a device now that their regular landline phone plugs into, and then that becomes like a cell phone. So that looks for a cell phone signal.
Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah.
My mom has it on the wall, though. It hasn't changed. Like, that's it.
It may be the same like in an apartment, something along those lines. I could see that being that still the old school way. And I'm sure there are still some houses that live out that's rural that have it that way.
And according to this, I don't know, maybe it's gone down by now, but this is from 2022. They said that there are still 100,000 payphones in the U.S.
Really? Don't seem like you see them anywhere.
Right?
100,000?
That's what their claim is.
In the U.S., though.
Yep.
I could guess that.
They said
U.S. is big.
In the U.S., only about 100,000 payphones remain today. They say a bunch of them are found in New York. When was the last time in New York? Did you realize any payphones? I've seen them in hotels.
Jimmy, didn't you talk about one? They said recently Port St. Lucie had a new rest stop up on the turnpike, and they had a bunch of phones. I remember we were talking about that. That's the only one I know. A lot of the big hotels don't have them. See, I used to know all the payphones from betting.
Yeah, I don't.
Like Breakers used to have them as soon as you
Breakers had them.
Yeah.
So a lot of hotels. I even remember in New York City, airports
had
them.
Everywhere. Yeah.
But like I was saying, 100,000 sounds like a lot, doesn't it? It does.
A lot in New York, though.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought
They're saying like a fifth of them or something.
I thought we did an article that showed them taking out one of the last ones in this one area, and I thought it was New York, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Chicago or another hit city.
But yeah, this is from 2022. So unless they just got rid of it within the past year of all of them, who knows?
I remember.
Certainly wouldn't have thought that many that were still left, 100,000.
And the first SMS message ever said,
"Help, I need you."
All aboard.
How much?
Money can't buy love.
Yeah.
How much?
It said
how much and all aboard they go together.
It said Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Engineer Neil Papworth sent the world's first SMS message from his computer to a colleague back in 1992, and it simply said, Merry Christmas.
Oh, bonus there. Very nice.
It's all right. And there you go for your fun facts.
Some fun facts with you every day at lunchtime. Franny brings them to us. They're very unique. And always she ties them into whatever day it is. And what is today? National Telephone Day?
Yes, sir.
So call somebody or text them. Don't text them, call them, and tell them you love them. How about that? Spread some love. and tell them you love them and you miss them. How about that? It doesn't take anything to be nice. It's the same amount as it takes to be mean. So be nice. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Fat Tuesday. We just gave away Sunfest tickets. You guys got a chance to win a grand in your hand. We had a big winner yesterday, so we're going to be boasting that right now and telling everybody about it. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Our video director was in the bathroom with Keith, the head honcho, and while they're at the urinals, Keith just keeps pulling the handle to flush the urinal over and over and over again. Why are you doing that?
It's a sound deterrent. I don't like to do my business
just like
while standing next to Snitzer without some sort of sound.
Is it because you have a pathetic stream?
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid-80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states.
Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital.
Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
One of the great things about little boys and little girls is when they grow up, they want to be just like you. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. So to moms and dads, aunts and uncles, and grandparents everywhere, remember this. The next time you get in the car and don't buckle your seatbelt, a little boy is watching. And when you decide to text or dial and talk while driving, a little girl is watching your every move. And when you head down the road with a beer or cocktail in the car, that little person next to you is taking it all in. In this life, you have an awesome responsibility to those children who love you the most and want to be you in every way. So make a pledge today to be a good role model to these kids and their friends so that that little boy and that little girl get to grow up and be just like you. Morgan & Morgan, for our children.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor
every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Are your IRS problems causing you to lose sleep at night? The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They will take all action necessary to get paid, even if it means taking your paycheck and bank account. They are not on your side, and you need someone who is. I'm Miami tax attorney Steve Klitzner. Call today at 305-682-1118 for a free consultation with me. The IRS will not tell you all of your rights or the best way to solve your problem. I will, because my practice is devoted to helping people just like you. I'm not one of those companies with a fancy name that claims they can solve your problem from 2,000 miles away. You want someone local that you can get on the telephone when you need them the most. Don't wait any longer. Call me at 305-682-1118. That's 305-682-1118.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates. It's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Life is too short to not be feeling like the best version of yourself. Hey, this is Franny, and if you're dealing with low energy, weight gain, maybe even brain fog, then let me introduce you to Begin Anew Med Spa and their Optimal Wellness Program. Over a year ago, when I first went to Begin Anew, I was like a kid in a candy store. I was interested in so many of their services: Botox, laser hair removal, one of Begin Anew's medical grade facials, which, by the way, I eventually did all of them, but during my consultation and with extensive questioning, we decided on getting me feeling good from the inside first. I wasn't sleeping well, trouble focusing. I was even dealing with some gut health issues. So Begin Anew's Optimal Wellness Program was the path I took, and it turned things around. After extensive lab work, I was put on peptides and some supplements, and I am feeling like a brand new me. I wish I could bottle up this feeling and sell it to you, but I can't. What I can do is recommend that you go to Begin Anew Med Spa, and you can do their Optimal Wellness Program for only $149 with qualifying insurance. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Hit and run being worked off to the shoulder in Boynton Beach, 95 southbound. This is just north of Boynton Beach Boulevard. Just a minor slowdown there while folks take a look at the investigation. We're not seeing any other issues, and the turnpike looks good. I'm Joel Mountain.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Tuesday, a Fat Tuesday, buddy. Stand up and take a bow, Miami Heat and Miami Heat fans. It's Miami Heat Tuesday. Let's rock and roll, baby. One more, and the Bucks are home playing golf. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon to Miss Francis.
Hi, and good afternoon to you. Now, I do have a couple text messages, but Jimmy, you had mentioned something, and I remember us talking about it, so I wanted to confirm for National Telephone Day that payphone. So it was. Most cities, they said, obviously payphone has become a rare sight. Last year, New York City took its very last public payphone off the street, and they put it in a museum.
Okay.
But the claims is that there still are, they said, from 1995
There's 2.6 million, and now they're saying about 100,000, maybe a little less. And the reason why, they say some places still have private payphones, which bring in steady business for whatever business it has. So they're saying a lot of the phones that remain, the payphones, are owned by independent operators who can theoretically charge whatever they want, and they still have the payphones. So the one that went away was the very last public payphone.
Okay.
Yeah, and so now it's hanging out in some kind of museum in New York City somewhere.
Well, that makes sense. So, but a business would have a...
I guess, yeah. Business can have their own payphones.
Has
and
their
then
own payphone, and they're not regulated.
I guess so.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like ATMs. Okay. Some businesses have their own.
Because they said major telephone, all of them have sold off their public phones, payphones, or a majority of these big, like Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, they all got rid of them. But they say the ones that still remain are owned by independent operators.
Yeah, they're making cash.
I guess so. I don't know how that works, but I guess so.
Can't imagine it's very much, but again, I don't know.
Right?
I'm not around them. I don't see them. I don't know how often somebody would use one in today's day and age. You would think that it's rare, but maybe not.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
And then we got a couple things in here that I will give you some information. It said it's been too long since anyone in the state of Florida has won the Grain in the Hand. It's about time, don't you think, guys? Well, if you've been listening, we got a winner right here in Real Radio. We also got 2 winners on the Gator. We got one from Cool 105.5. So we got already 4 winners in this building.
Yeah, last time we did the contest, we had 2 winners.
Yeah, so there you go. It does happen. We got 4 right here in this building that have happened in the past couple weeks.
That's fantastic.
So you can win $1,000. Make sure you are tuned in around 5 after the hour for Rover. He'll give you that key word because we truly do have winners.
And we can't make it much easier. Just go to realradio921.com. A little window pops right up for you. You don't even have to go searching for it. And you can enter the word check for this hour, CHECK. And now it'll put you in the running for $1,000 for this hour's keyword.
There you go. And then somebody asking about tickets for a concert in July. ZZ Top, Leonard Skinner. So we at Andrew will absolutely get in touch with you when those tickets come in. If you have not heard from him yet, that means that we don't have tickets in-house. And so he is excellent at getting in touch with you. That concert is a few months away. I guarantee you are going to get a phone call from Andrew once we have those tickets. Then you'll have the tickets.
Just like
That's just how it works. Yep.
No problem.
Well, I tell you what, there's something that, here's a segue. Andrew can be your friend, right? Yes. Andrew's a lot of people's friends when they win a prize, right? Well, in a new poll, a whopping 50% of Americans say they have a friendship that's entirely online, meaning that they met this person online, communicate with them there, and have never met them in person. Can you say that, Franny? Do you have friends that you've only known online?
Possibly. Yeah.
Greek?
No.
Yeah, I know you don't do a lot online, but that doesn't mean that you might not.
No, not at all.
I would say definitely
like on
yes.
Facebook, yeah. Like because I don't know because right on Facebook they're called friends, but are they really friends? Like I'll have people who come up to me or maybe whatever, and they're like, "Oh, we're friends on Facebook," and then they introduce themselves to me.
Sure, how are you?
Okay, what's up?
Nice to meet you. I guess.
Yeah. All right. So it's more common for Gen Zers because they say about 68% have them, and millennials 61%. But 40% of Gen X and even 20% of Boomers have at least one online friendship. And when asked how those friendships compare, 26% of people say online friendships are equally meaningful to those that exist in real life. That seems pretty,
So if that's what you're
wild.
talking about, like interacting and actually having a true friendship with somebody, then no, I don't have anybody that I have an online friendship
really?
with.
Okay.
How about you?
Yeah. I have several.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never met in person, just 100% online.
Well,
huh?
no, because they don't live in the area. But we interact enough, in social media that I consider them a friend.
Okay.
I mean, maybe not as close as somebody because you can't interact with them, outside or face to face. But still in all, I would consider them a friend. 38% say they are less meaningful, and 13% say they're even more meaningful than their, relationships that they have in person. Younger adults were far more likely to consider online friendships more meaningful, and that doesn't surprise me at all.
With gamers,
especially
too.
in the gaming community.
Yes,
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Thinking.
I mean, I can't tell you the last time my daughter had a boyfriend that was, in face to face. The person that she's been seeing for quite a while now, quote unquote, seeing, lives in Canada. So, again,
and she met
long
through
distance.
gaming.
Yes, through gaming, through a gaming community and all that, and art type of a community too, because of what he does and she does too with drawing and things like that. But yeah, I'm not surprised by it. If anything, I would think that these numbers would be higher just with the way we've become a little bit more introverted in society today. And it's not just an American phenomenon. That's something that's worldwide in a lot of different countries. So, but yeah, I'm maybe if anything, I'm surprised the number is a little low, if anything. But online friendships. There you go.
I think it's got to be also a little weird when you don't know somebody. It's happened to me twice, and then you meet him after years of talking to them. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you meet him in person. It's a little different than what I had our good friend Drew Martin. I talked to him for like 8 years on the phone. We never met, and then we met after 8 years.
Okay, and again, since you don't do as much online, you do it through telephone.
Yeah.
So you've never seen him. You never saw pictures of him. Maybe not even like a profile picture for. Is he with Sports Memo? I know he's with.
He's with Sports Memo for years, and he was also with Wager Talk.
Wager Talk,
and he used to work for Teddy, and then we used to talk on a weekly basis, and then became friendly. And the first time I met him in person was at Prime Cigar. When he came up, he was like, Greek. Obviously didn't know me. I didn't know him.
Right, 100% sure.
And it was just a little different, and it's not like that, but it's a little similar, where you don't really know the person and you just talk to them on the phone.
Yeah. I mean, some of those, even, just dealing with that as far as work is concerned. Like, I know Teddy, but I've seen Teddy on some videos because he posts them and through social media and, of course, his Twitter account. We're friends with. He has a profile picture of his, real face. It's not a character or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's... you could have friendships, like you said, through there, and they could work into relationships.
And we've met some. I mean, we've there was a game that we played on Facebook many, many years ago, 10, 12 years ago, something like that. And that's where I got a lot of my friends, Facebook friends, that were either out of country or other parts of the country, whether it's England or Australia, even up in Canada and throughout the United States. And a lot of those we stayed in contact with.
Sure.
And a couple of them we've even met. I mean, one of them was down here at Lauderdale. And, we used to go down to Lauderdale by the sea for vacation. We would meet up with her.
That's cool.
And even though she was somewhat close here in Florida, that was a friendship that we created online. So sometimes we end up meeting them in person, but some of them, some of them I'd like to.
Like you
hopefully
said,
one day we will. Robin is a friend of ours out in Oklahoma. I hope one day that we can meet up with them.
Yeah, the gaming community, like you said, huge.
Oh, it's
I mean, they have tons of people like that they never meet.
For the same reason.
Yeah, same thing. It is the Penthouse. It is a Tuesday. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a lot more for you on this Miami Heat Tuesday. We'll be back. Peace.
When the smart speaker you gave your parents eventually becomes yours, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Fresh from Florida.
Jimmy Butler's again carrying the Heat when it matters most. He set a franchise playoff record with 56 points last night as Miami went up 3-1 on Milwaukee. Marlins try to get back in the win column tonight in Atlanta. Miami was held hitless for 8 innings in last night's loss to the Braves. And a home run ball signed by a 12-year-old Mike Trout sold for more than $15,000 at auction Sunday. Trout's uncle had the ball for 20 years before selling it. I'm Scott Davidson.
I'm back. And look at all the Fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown Fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid-80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news from the state of Florida. It's blueberry season! Fresh from Florida has the ripe, sweet blueberries you've been craving for cobblers, pancakes, and all your favorite homemade recipes. And best of all, buying fresh from Florida is a great way to support local farmers and jobs in our communities. You can find locally grown Florida blueberries in stores now. Just look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Heading out along the Turnpike in West Palm Beach, southbound by Okeechobee Boulevard, debris on the left shoulder there. Some of it might be in the roadway, so just heads up for that. Running smoothly in the area, though, and running smoothly along 95 as well throughout Palm Beach County. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and
to 1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. It's a Fat Tuesday, a Miami Heat Tuesday after the big win last night for the Heaters over the Bucks, leading 3-1. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what is up?
And we're going to do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, Conor McGregor does have a story coming out about his life on Netflix, and he did say when he got hurt a couple years ago, he thought his career was completely done and he was finished, but it's not. He's got to make a comeback, and he'll be fighting in the ring soon. So Conor McGregor, again, one of those guys, either you love him or hate him, and there are guys out there in all sports, but he does get noticed in everything he does do, and he has helped UFC tremendously. Miami Heat, I just said it, won big game last night, 119-114. Jimmy Butler, all-time record, 56 points, most points ever by a Heat player in a playoff game. They are up 3-1. They go to Milwaukee now for Game 5. Game 6 will be in Miami if they lose Game 5, and then 7 will be back with the Bucks. This series is not over. It is 3-1, and in the NBA format, a 94% chance if a team is up 3-1, they win. But the Bucks are a very good team, and the Greek Freak is getting better every single day. We'll see what happens. Lakers did win last night, beat Memphis, and LeBron had a great game. He had 20 rebounds and 22 points, 20-20 for LeBron, and he hit a big shot with 0.8 left to make the game go into overtime. So since Brooks has opened his mouth about LeBron being old, the Lakers are up 2-1, and they are leading 3-1. Tonight, the Kings and the Warriors. Fox, the star for the Kings, has a fractured finger. We'll see if the Warriors can get a win on the road, something they haven't been able to do basically all season. They are the worst team on the road. And Tampa Bay Rays won again yesterday. They are 14-0 at home, undefeated at home. What a great start they are having this year. They are just crushing it. They've lost a few games, but just they're in first place with a big lead early in the first month. And the Jets got their boy. Mr. Rogers has a new neighborhood. Yes, he does. He's in the Big Apple. He'll wear number 8, not number 12. That's the number he wore in college. This deal's been spoken about for a long time, over 40 days, and I think everybody was sick of it. What are we going to do? Is he coming? Is he not coming? Well, guess what? Mr. Rogers is coming to the Big Apple, and he'll take a bite out of it. The odds on the Jets went down to 13-1 to win the Super Bowl. They were 30 or 25-1 after last year's Super Bowl. Will Rodgers make the Jets a contender? Yes. Will they get to the Super Bowl? That remains to be seen. We'll see if he has the same effect that Brady had on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that is your try.
What's going on? Happy Tuesday, everybody. How's everything, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood?
I knew you were going to be happy today, Chris. You and a couple other guys. My good buddy Ryan from Prime Cigar for years, big Jet fan. Another couple of my good buddies, all good friends and big Jet fans. So I'm happy for you guys. Finally happened.
Yeah, I have to give the Jets fan explanation. I'm excited. Yeah. Am I lighting off fireworks and dancing in the streets? No, because I'm still a Jet fan, and anything could happen. It's happened in the past, but we'll see. You hope for the best, and he's supposedly one of the better picks. And it was a couple of articles in the paper, not a paper, but online and stuff, that they gave away too much. I don't think they gave away a lot, personally.
Well, caviar's not cheap.
For 15. Yeah, well, they give away 13 for 15.
Well,
second rounder.
Well, yeah, they had to give it the first rounder. But again, you wanted Rodgers. You're going to have to give up stuff. The Jets have not been in the Super Bowl since '69. They've been in a couple of championship games with Rex Ryan and one with Parcells. This is the first time they got a big star in a long time. A lot of the experts and talking heads said the Jets have one of the best rosters, so this should definitely get them to, I think, the playoffs, and we'll see what happens. Rodgers is a lot better than what you have, and I think anytime in sports where you make a trade or a free agency pickup, you say one question, are we a better team? And the Jets are a better team with Rodgers. So, and he's going to redo his contract because he's not going to get $60 million from the Jets. So I think it's a win all around. I still think he's got a lot left. I think Rodgers is a very good quarterback.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, they didn't really give up a first rounder. They gave up 13 for 15. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
they traded 13 for 15. It's not bad.
No. But you had to give up something to get him. I mean, you got a couple other situations where they might get another first rounder next year based on if he plays 65% of the plays next year, which I think he will unless he gets hurt. I think another draft pick, not a first round pick. But I don't, I think both sides got what they wanted, and the Packers obviously wanted to move on from Rodgers, and Rodgers wanted to leave.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it'll be exciting,
It'll be great.
And, I mean, I know you guys don't talk about it much, but especially you two, Jimmy and G-Man, what a series so far. The Rangers are playing the Devils.
Oh, yeah, 2-2.
Yeah, I saw it was tied up, yeah.
It's strange because the Rangers won their 2 games in Jersey.
Yeah.
And the Devils won their 2 games in the Garden.
Oh, did they? It's ironic. I mean, it just happens.
About that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the Rangers and Devils. I'm sure the city is all jacked up and the people from Jersey going back and forth talking smack. But it's the first time in 29 years all 5 teams, including the Devils, Brooklyn, and the Knicks, all made the playoffs the same year. So that's a big thing for the teams out there, too. But, again, I think the big news is Rodgers all over the country. And I'm sure in the Big Apple they are going crazy and they are excited. I'm sure people are buying number 8s. It's weird to see him in a number 8. They got it on the back of the post today, Jolly Roger. But that's the number he's going to take. It's what he wore in college. He's not going to touch Namath's.
Right. Right. I mean, you're the numbers man. Do you know anybody famous or any Jet number 8?
Off the top of my head, no.
Ever worn 8?
I'm sure somebody has worn it, but nobody big, nobody famous, nobody like that. So again, that's what he wore in college, and that's what he's going to go with. So I think Rodgers is a great pickup for the Jets. And whether he plays 1 year or 2, it's worth it. You got a chance something. Caviar's not cheap. You're not going to get him for nothing. So let's hope for the best. That Jet-Dolphin game down here is going to be a zoo.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let me get ahead of the game. What do you got? You got 2 tickets for me or what?
That's going to be a request that's going to go deep. I'm going to tell you right now. The whole world's going to be here. And I did have a couple guys who beat you last night late last night, 11, 12, 12:30 with text messages. And said, gee, Jets and Dolphins, keep me in mind. So there's a couple people ahead of you on the list, but remember, you know how to get ahead of that list. Just throw me some cash.
Cash, sandwiches, whatever you got to do.
All right, bring me a sandwich from Joseph's. Always great talking to you, Chris. I knew you were going to be jacked up. We do appreciate you listening. Go Jets.
Absolutely. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Take care, Chris. Probably the most recognizable name that has worn the number 8 for the Jets is Mark Brunell. I would say, because, I mean, even I know him.
Yeah.
You know his name.
Yeah, he played at the end of his career.
Yep. Ian Berryman, Randy Bullock, Luke Falk, Greg Gant, Nick Lowry. There's another name. Elijah Moore and Browning Nagel. All wore the number 8 for the Jets. There's the list of them that have.
Yeah, not too many people that you would really know the number 8. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure Rodgers is going to make a staple with it, and I'm sure there'll be people already who bought jerseys with the number 8 on there. You'll see them on the social media that people would go out there and they buy them. I remember when TiVo signed, the 15s were flying off the shelves. We saw them. Jimmy, do you remember that famous picture we saw 2 kids with a TiVo jersey getting into a cab? Remember that years ago in the locker room? It was like 3 hours after he signed.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
It was like
Are the Aaron Rodgers jerseys already out there?
I would assume today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I imagine. Well, I mean, because they already announced it, right? And
okay.
Once they did, they'll start printing them things right away, I imagine. If not the jerseys, at least T-shirts or something with the number 8 on it, just to get it out there because people will buy them up.
Oh, yeah, they'll buy them like hotcakes. Even if he was number 12.
I got to remember to make a note to see if they're selling, still selling 15s over at St. Lucie Mets for TiVo.
I bet you they
Have
are.
to see if they still have any left over.
Franny, I know a lot of people like to take naps in the afternoon, and some people say it's good, some people say it's bad, but I know you have exactly maybe the amount of time you should take a nap.
Yeah, we have talked about this before, but this is, NASA actually are the one who came up with this. They were doing a study, did some research on nappy poos, and this is the perfect length of a nap according to NASA. So,
Should we guess?
Sure, why not?
I'm going to say 20 minutes. Jimmy, you have a guess?
I already read the article, so.
Okay, I'm going to say 20 minutes.
Yeah. So you're like, all right, NASA's doing research on this. That's interesting. They're like, you would think they would, maybe something about space, moon, Jupiter, whatever.
It's rocket science. See, that's what just goes to show that
Is that
this
it?
is rocket science right here we're talking about.
Well, they did. They found out the perfect length of a nap. You're not too far off, G-Man, is 26 minutes.
Wow.
26 minutes.
Uh-huh. When you nap for 26 minutes, you'll be 54% more alert and 34% better at whatever you do next.
It's like
in
a
the
phone
day.
charger.
Just like a
phone charger. I was just thinking that, too.
Uh-huh. Just like a phone charger.
You charge your phone, it's a little loose, you get a little juice, and then you run.
So the reason
Wow.
why...
Boy, I tell you.
I know, this is...
If I've ever had a setup in my life, that's the one right there. Loose juice. It's all there.
Loose and juice.
And we're going to let that go.
But yeah, 26 minutes, you're only going through the first 2 stages of sleep, right? You're not entering the others, so which can make you actually feel groggy or even feel worse when you wake up. So that's why we're like, this is the nice sweet spot for what we call a power nap. I am not a very good napper. Even if I nap for 26 minutes, I'm like, I know they say you won't feel groggy because I've done it. I've tried to lay down for 10, 20 minutes. And they even claim, like, if your mind's still going and your eyes are closed, it's still beneficial than, not getting that rest you need. But I'm not. Once I'm down, I am down. I am down for the count. I mean, napping. G-Man.
Too late.
I know.
Once.
Oh, man.
Down.
God, what was the question?
I'm down. Do you nap? You should nap. Sometimes you don't do it anymore, but there were times where you would take a nap in the studio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't sleep. I did something the other night for the first time in my apartment in 2.5 years. I slept the right way. Like, I didn't sleep, because I usually sleep, in front of my TV.
Yeah.
And it's a huge flat screen. And the other night, for the first time, I slept the right way. I put my head by the bed, backboard, whatever the hell it is.
Where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But I was with somebody.
And how did you sleep?
I slept good.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was with somebody, and she left a note. And when I got up in the morning.
She left a note like...
I'm glad you slept right.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Slept the right way?
Yeah, I don't think I would have slept the right way if I was alone. But we had like a sleepover, so it was nice. Cookies and milk, the whole thing.
Well, sounds sweet.
Yeah.
I know what was on the note, too.
What was it?
This better clear.
Her money wasn't on the dresser? What's happening?
This check better clear.
No check, it's all cash.
Yeah.
It was an invoice.
So, yeah, you get groggy. I guess the whole sleep cycle thing. They said actually, they even suggest between 10 and 20 minutes long, you get the most benefit from a sleep cycle without any of the grogginess. So you don't need to go through all 5 sleep stages, just the first 2. Even just getting stage 2 sleep for a few minutes will revive a napper enough to get you have a new outlook on the day. So, yeah, that's all you need. You need those first 2 stages of sleep, and then you are refreshed and ready to go. Now, speaking of sleep, we're going to talk about a little bit snacking, G-Man. You have something about eating too late, nighttime snacking?
Well, they do say it could affect your energy. I think most people's biggest meal is dinner. Most people, not all. But they also see when you eat late at night, and a lot of people do, maybe work or just their routine or life, they can eat dinner maybe 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And this story said that it's not good for you, it's not healthy, and it could hurt your energy the next day. Your biggest meal, they claim, should be in the morning, breakfast. And at late night, you shouldn't. Like my mom, I got to say, religiously, she never eats past 6 o'clock at night. Now, does she know it all? No, but God bless her. She's 93 and she's in good shape, knock on wood. And between that and the juice thing that she does every day, her drink, those are two things that she does religiously, never misses. But she'll never eat like after 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. And I don't know if it could affect your energy. Maybe it could affect your sleep. But again, there's so many different reports and so many different studies. I think every individual, reacts different to it. But I think if if you're eating late at night, 9, 10 o'clock at night, that's probably not a good thing. And they always tell you that.
Oh, but if it affects your sleep, it's more likely going to affect your energy.
Yes.
I mean, that's sign that kind of goes hand
Perfect,
in hand.
Jimmy.
That makes sense.
Well,
You're
what
right.
happens, okay, so like you said, everybody's different.
Sure.
Everybody's completely different. But what happens when you do eat late at night is that your body, to digest and metabolize the food, right, your body's working when it should be resting.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't realize that when you're eating, you're putting your body to work internally. And this is the point where, you're supposed to be going to sleep, and it can delay your ability to actually fall asleep, too.
Yeah. And even the article said, late night snacks, a lot of people get up, they're hungry, maybe have a glass of water or something like that instead of going out and, making a sandwich at 11:30 at night or 12:30 at night. Yeah. But again, they're routines that a lot of people do, and and sometimes you just can't break them.
We've read some articles recently that they've even kind of gone back to even saying that having a late night snack is okay, but what is it, right? And then, of course, it's usually your lighter foods that aren't going to weigh heavy or have a lot of carbohydrates, because that'll either keep you awake and it's harder to digest.
So I posted a couple things, realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. I know Jimmy does a great job, too, posting things, including Greek Scram Girl of the Day. If you want some sexiness in your life, make sure you seek that out. But I have your adorable, cuteness of the day. It is so adorable. If you've not seen this, I watched it over the weekend, and this dad is amusing the hell out of his toddler, pretending like he's doing a traffic stop.
Oh, okay. I saw that yesterday.
It's really
that
cute.
Is funny.
It is.
Father of the Year
Yes,
right there.
it is absolutely a good time. And I'm going to talk about this on What the Florida. If you've not seen what they're saying, UFOs spotted over Lakeland, Florida, seek that out.
Yeah, it's a good video. Jimmy at realradio921.com. Take a look at that video. Yeah. You tell me tell us what you think it is, because I got to tell you, it looks like the afterburners of jets. And even the movement looks like it's a jet making some sort of movement.
And
but
there's two of them.
It's either. But they at one point they kind of go in different independent directions. So that's why I was like, okay, well, it's not a dual engine type of thing. But even at that, though, there was a couple times in the video where, well, wait a minute, it should emerge right there, and it doesn't. Yep. So it kind of makes you wonder exactly what it is. So let us know. 47142 is our text number. Just start off that text with Real Radio, and that way we can get it and get your opinion on it. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah.
That is pretty interesting.
It is. And as I mentioned before, the Pentagon is actually investigating it. And then I do
several, 200 and something calls?
It was over 600.
There's 600 calls?
Yeah. That there is a small drugstore, and it is small town drugstore, family owned, in Indiana, and after 71 years of being around, they just can't keep their doors open. The competition is just too stiff with those big pharmacies that you have out there. So after 71 years, Butt Drugs Pharmacy.
Yeah, Butts.
Butt Drugs Pharmacy is closing their doors. It is really sad. It's a staple. People are very upset about it. They even say that they have the best butt shake in town.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a milkshake you can get over there. It's a butt shake is what they call it.
Shake your ass.
And Jimmy, you actually have, this is a real commercial. They've embraced it. Is the last name of the people who own it. Their last name is Butt, B-U-T-T. Yeah. They've embraced it. They have merchandise. They have a jingle, and they have this commercial.
I have the spot here, and then I also have a reporter talking about it afterwards. Right. So we'll get both those in.
Okay.
No pun intended.
There's a cry across the heartland, a yearning for the days gone by. And in little old Corden, Indiana, they're happy and they'll tell you why. They got butt drugs. They love butt drugs. Butt drugs. Butt drugs.
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs.
For all my health needs, I turn to butt drugs.
You want hometown service, cheap hot coffee, and liquor. Now that's the ticket. You can tell Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens exactly where to stick it. Butt drugs.
We love butt drugs.
Catchy.
Butt drugs won't let you down.
Free parking in the rear.
Wow.
I love butt drugs.
Now, you may think that's a joke. It is absolutely not. That's a real commercial, and you can watch the commercial and see the lovely people of this small Indiana town. That is realradio921.com/Penthouse.
And this was a reporter, telling about when they were going out of business.
Butt Drugs is closing after 71 years. People in the town are bummed. We heard the owners were behind and must have really been feeling the pinch.
Wow.
Having a bad location also wrecked them. One thing for sure about Butt Drugs, they always had your back. They no longer had a booty, and it hurt their bottom line. The remaining employees got canned and were forced to go out the back door.
Wow.
They'll probably knock down the building, and the only thing left will be asphalt. And as the old saying goes, when one butt closes, another one opens.
That's true.
Reporting from the rear entrance of Butt Drugs, I'm Ben Dover.
Thanks, Ben.
That's
Appreciate
right.
that informative reporting right there.
Thank you so much, Ben.
That is awesome. We got some Florida stories. Can you top that, Franny?
I can't.
All right. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We'll come back with Florida stories. We got a couple people on hold and a lot more in the Penthouse. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time. At GiveMeTheVin.com, I'm overpaying for cars because I think they're going to go up even higher from where they are right now. We'll pay off your payoff. We'll pick your stuff up. We'll quote you quick and easy at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer. Go there right now, and if I don't beat a CarMax offer, I'll send you a check for $100.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
This is your captain. You may have noticed my new haircut on your way in. Wanted to look my best. Got the new passport photo taken at Staples. In and out in 10 minutes. And while I'm there, I can grab travel-sized body wash. Maybe a shower cap. Don't want to mess up the new do.
Staples has everything you need to travel. 10-minute passport photos, luggage, headphones, even personal travel items. And now at Staples, get 20% off your in-store purchase when you buy any travel service. Get all set to jet and save at Staples. Offer ends 4/29. In-store only. Exclusions apply.
Here's how we long for Skechers hands-free slip-in footwear.
The world has gone hands-free. However, if you want to put on a pair of sneakers, you still need to bend down and help your feet in. Until now. Introducing Skechers hands-free slip-in footwear. You don't need to reach down to help your heel in. You just step into them and off you go. So what's the secret? Well, there's a special smooth comfort pillow in the heel that helps your foot slide into place. And they stay on just like a pair of laced-up sneakers.
Get hands-free slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week. 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. If you want a good night to be a great night, there's only one place to go, and that's Monroe's of Palm Beach. A great happy hour available for you every single day, and a good time awaits you at Monroe's. And if you like UFC and championship fights, that's the place you want to be. Ringside, baby, with a beautiful girl. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. Get over there today and have a great night. Peace.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah. Can I get one order of the Florida sweet corn and ricotta fritters?
Sorry, that's not on our menu.
Okay. Well, just one Florida blueberry cobbler then.
Where are you seeing these?
Follow freshfromflorida.com. Follow freshfromflorida.com has easy recipes for in-season local produce.
That's amazing.
Right? On second thought, no fast food for me today. Find seasonal recipes made with Florida ingredients at followfreshfromflorida.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. With over 2 million phone calls last year alone, more people in more cities across America want more Morgan & Morgan. When you hire Morgan & Morgan, you're also hiring a family business. And after 35 years, we now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The podcast Founding Son, John Quincy's America, examines the legacy of the 6th U.S. president, who spent his final decades battling the slavocracy, featuring the voices of Patrick Warburton as John Quincy Adams and Nick Offerman as Andrew Jackson.
Was there ever witnessed such a barefaced corruption in any country before?
This blustering has an air of desperation.
Listen to Founding Son, John Quincy's America, a Curiosity podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way! Are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach expressways are up to speed. We're not seeing any major delays on the Turnpike or 95. We are slow in West Palm. This is due to that road work. 2 lanes closed. Southern Boulevard eastbound at Congress Avenue. And make sure you slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put a radio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
What's going on, Penthouse? Happy rainy Tuesday. I can't get away from this damn rain. Franny, I got a question for you. I just read an article that Disney World is moving to Atlanta, Georgia. Guess that's a big FU to Ron DeSantis. But Franny, what do you think about Disney moving to your home state of Georgia? It's going to suck for Orlando. Place going to be a ghost town. Sad stuff. Peace.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday, Miami Heat Tuesday. Always appreciate you guys getting involved in any part of the show. And we'll ask Franny about that rumor that's out there. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, that's news to me.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard this?
No, I have not.
I haven't either.
No.
I don't know where the heck they put it.
I don't think they're going to be moving 4 parks out of the state.
Especially,
much as they might like to. I'm not going to get in the middle of that.
No.
But, it's just way too colossal of a undertaking. I could see them going to other states and doing other things instead of doing it here in Florida. But I don't think they're not going to pick up Disney World and move it.
That would be huge. It cost them millions.
Oh, billions. Billions.
You're right. And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
By the way, the story was a work of fiction. There was no announcement by Disney to relocate the theme parks to Georgia. Yeah. I'm on Snopes right now. They said it was a parody that was tagged to it. Some parody tag was attached to the bottom of the Medium post where this was on. Let's move to some, even though that is Florida news, we got some other Florida news going on. We mentioned this the last segment. Check it out. You let us know what you think. RealRadio921.com/penthouse. That is of a couple UFOs that are over Lakeland, Florida. Some people took some pretty damn incredible video. Now, Jimmy was speculating that maybe it was some fighter jets. We don't know, but he also, because I had mentioned it, the Pentagon is now investigating that if it really was, that they would have known, right?
Well, you would think,
You
right?
would think.
Unless they're, just kind of getting in front of it and going, oh, yeah, we'll investigate this.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, whatever it is. But you would think they would know, right?
You would. But check it out. Let us know your opinion. As Jimmy mentioned, you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Shoot me a text, 47142. Just started off with Real Radio. It is quite incredible. You see like these orange, almost like little fireball objects doing loops in the sky. And that's what they said, the person who was videotaping it. They were like, I look up and see this fire thing going down, going left, going around in a circle and coming down and shooting up. It was just so weird. I think it would have been really cool to have witnessed that in person, but you can witness it on video because this thing is absolutely going viral. Seek that out. And then, oh man, this is no bueno for this cruise line. There was an unfortunate death that happened during a week-long cruise. Well, they had about 6 days until they ended up going back to port in Florida. And the guy who died, his name is Robert Jones. And he died on board of the Celebrity Equinox cruise ship. This was last August. Well, his wife was told that his body was going to be held at the ship's morgue during their 6-day journey back to Florida. I did also read that she was asking if they could get his body off at the port in Puerto Rico. When they were like, no, they were like, don't worry, it'll be fine, right? Like, so they even pressed it. Like, we'll have him, he'll be okay in the morgue. And she was trying to get him off way before that, and then just have his body from Puerto Rico flown to Florida. Well, they were like, no, he'll be fine. Well, in fact, his body was not fine. So the Borg, turns out, was out of commission, was not working properly like it should have been. So without telling her, anybody, they put his body in one of the beverage coolers.
Terrible.
It is very terrible. The drink cooler itself was not cold enough as it should be. So they said by the time that they got to port, his body was already in advanced stages of decomposition. When it was collected by the funeral home, they were not able to even do an open casket. That's how bad it was. So now his wife and family are seeking $1 million in damages and want a trial by jury. So this is something that we will keep you posted on. And then we have a dope of a robber. So this guy was like, yeah, I'm going to go to the Wells Fargo and I'm going to rob this bank. Sounds like a great idea. Well, he went to a Wells Fargo, but it wasn't the bank. It was one of their office buildings.
Oh,
yeah.
Great move.
He just saw the big Wells Fargo sign, right? And he was like, yep, definitely going to do this. This is going to be a great move. I'm going to rob a bank. And, yeah. So he, in fact, went into an office.
funny.
He went into an office building, and it did not work out in his favor, by the way. The guy is now behind bars after he tried to rob the Wells Fargo advisor office in Lake County, Florida. They were like, we are not a branch, and we hold zero cash here. So you're kind of an idiot.
Wow.
And he did get arrested right away.
He probably said you got the sign up. Your
Yeah,
Wells
it says
Fargo.
Wells Fargo. Where's the money? They're
Come
like,
on.
nope, no money. Just a bunch of...
I'm suing you.
Just a bunch of suits here right now.
I'm suing you for false advertising.
And he'll win.
Uh-huh. And we will end that right now with your What the Florida.
Jimmy, you got a couple people on hold?
Yeah, we have Brian checking in with us. Hey, Brian, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hello, Penthouse.
Hello, Brian.
Hey, Greek.
Yes, sir.
Who was it? Don't say Granny. Was it Cinnamon? Did you treat her right? Did you loose the juice?
Yes.
Good man, good man. Hey, there is some too bad about butt drugs. That's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Yeah, that was an establishment for years. The town won't be the same.
It won't.
That was awesome. There is a number 8, or was, and there is again. Dale Earnhardt Jr. drove the number 8 car for many, many years, and now Kyle Busch has the number 8 car, and he won the Talladega race yesterday at the super speedway after about a half a dozen wrecks in the last 8 laps.
Sounds about right.
This is insane. Yeah, 200 miles an hour. The track's almost 2.5 miles, Greek. And if you tried, it's like Daytona.
Okay.
If you tried to walk up the middle of the corner, you might need a climbing rope because it's at 37 degrees. And if you just drove a car up onto that corner, it would probably roll over if it wasn't going above 100.
Wow.
Yeah, they do very close to 200 miles an hour. They put on the Daytona, at Daytona and at Talladega, those two super speedways, they actually run what they call restrictor plates that are underneath the carburetors to restrict the flow of air and fuel into the motor to keep them just around 200 miles an hour, because it got out of control back in the late 80s and early 90s when them guys started going. They were doing close to 220, and they didn't have the safety equipment that they do now. But Kyle Busch won the race yesterday.
All right, thank you.
Car, and he drives the marijuana car.
Oh, okay.
By the way, one of his big sponsors. But other than that, go Bruins.
All right, go Bruins, brother. Thank you for the call. Always appreciate it. Jimmy, you have time for another one, or we're going to break?
Well, it's up to you, bud. You're the host.
All right, let's go to the call.
All right, we have Pops on the line. Hey, Pops, welcome to the Penthouse.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Pops?
Just a little note on that Disney moving. They're not planning on moving to Georgia. They're planning on moving to North Carolina, the whole operation.
All right.
They're planning around Charlotte, somewhere around Charlotte. They're in negotiations right now to bring the whole park.
Really?
They're really serious about leaving Florida.
Mickey too? They're bringing Mickey?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, they're bringing the whole 9 yards.
All right.
And couple friends of mine that, close to where they're working with the negotiations says that it looks real good for North Carolina.
All right, we'll see what happens.
You never know. You never know.
How you doing otherwise, Pops? Okay?
Oh, man, can't complain. Mama's doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Good to hear.
Working on the bar right now, putting the rest of the wood around the bar and getting the grill ready to go this weekend, maybe even tomorrow. I don't know.
All right, well, that sounds good. We're glad everything's good for you and your wife.
Everything's beautiful, folks. Everything's beautiful. And I love you guys to death, and I will keep listening to you every day.
Oh, thanks, Pop. Take care.
You are the
You
best.
and your wife.
You too.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Miami Heat Tuesday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory. Our video director was in the bathroom with Keith, the head honcho, and while they're at the urinals, Keith just keeps pulling the handle to flush the urinal over and over and over again. Why are you doing that?
It's a sound deterrent. I don't like to do my business
just like
while standing next to Snitzer without some sort of sound.
It's because you have a pathetic stream.
Rover's Morning Glory. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol. When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business needs, from quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week. 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. If you want a good night to be a great night, there's only one place to go, and that's Monroe's of Palm Beach. A great happy hour available for you every single day, and a good time awaits you at Monroe's. And if you like UFC and championship fights, that's the place you want to be. Ringside, baby, with a beautiful girl. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. Get over there today and have a great night. Peace.
Give your small business one tech solution that checks all the boxes. It's all here with the Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It's cyber threat security for peace of mind. Check. The power of the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business. That's a triple box check right there. And save up to 75% a year on your wireless bill with Comcast Business Mobile. Check and cha-ching. It's everything you need to keep your business connected. From the company powered by the next generation 10G network. The complete connectivity solution. Get started for just $49 a month for 24 months when you add mobile. And ask about an $800 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 5/21/23. Restrictions apply. Requires 2-year agreement, EcoBill, and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares weighted average of top 3 carriers. Taxes and fees extra. Reduced speeds after use of monthly data. Savings vary.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The News Junkie is brought to you by Gordon and Partners. ForTheInjured.com. 561-333-3333.
Life is too short to not be feeling like the best version of yourself. Hey, this is Franny, and if you're dealing with low energy, weight gain, maybe even brain fog, then let me introduce you to Begin Anew Med Spa and their Optimal Wellness Program. Over a year ago, when I first went to Begin Anew, I was like a kid in a candy store. I was interested in so many of their services: Botox, laser hair removal, one of Begin Anew's medical grade facials, which, by the way, I eventually did all of them, but during my consultation and with extensive questioning, we decided on getting me feeling good from the inside first. I wasn't sleeping well, trouble focusing. I was even dealing with some gut health issues. So Begin Anew's Optimal Wellness Program was the path I took, and it turned things around. After extensive lab work, I was put on peptides and some supplements, and I am feeling like a brand new me. I wish I could bottle up this feeling and sell it to you, but I can't. What I can do is recommend that you go to Begin Anew Med Spa, and you can do their Optimal Wellness Program for only $149 with qualifying insurance. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach expressways are up to speed. We're not seeing any major delays on the Turnpike or 95. We are slow in West Palm. This is due to that road work. 2 lanes closed. Southern Boulevard eastbound at Congress Avenue. And make sure you slow down for bicycles on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask
Real 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Miami Heat Tuesday after their big win last night. Go Heaters. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And if you guys like listening to us, you could always go to our website, go to Real TV and check us out in the studio. Jimmy, Francis, and myself. And it's always sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. 7 days a week. That's where all the beautiful ladies are. They are at Monroe's. And don't forget, you can enjoy a happy hour Monday to Friday. You walk in and you'll feel like a star and you'll be enjoying yourself. 5-star menu, and they are open till 5 a.m. every day. It is Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there and enjoy yourself today. Jimmy, we have a caller?
We do. We have Al from Green Acres checking in with us. Hey, Al, what's going on, pal?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
We're doing great, Al.
Hey, Al, you want to talk to us today?
What? Not yesterday. It's funny. Yesterday,
yeah,
I was joking around, and I was just about to talk about what I wanted to talk about, and my phone went dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. We thought you were like, nope, don't want to talk.
Yeah, nope.
Hang up.
I did say that, and I was just about to say I'm only kidding because I wanted to talk about something, and the phone went dead.
Oh, man.
Two things. One is really quick. You were talking about people that are really, like, ditzy or stupid in your life. And I was dating this girl, and when cell phones first started to become, like, almost in, like, a regular vocabulary, she says to me, what do you think about cell phones? So I said, well, I think they're great. I think to be able to call anyone anytime is good. She goes, yeah, but those people did crimes. They shouldn't be able to sit in that cell and make calls whenever they want.
Wow.
She thought it was free phones for people that were in jail.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
How did that relationship work out?
Yeah, you still seeing her?
I patted her on the head. I said, thank God you're pretty, and I broke up with her.
Nice. Nice job. No wonder you like this show.
With my mentality, if we would have had kids, forget it. They would have been the dumbest kids in the world. They would have ran out in traffic. They would have played.
Wow.
Man, they would have been. I would have been like, they're not mine. It's your DNA. No, someone's
but they sure would have been pretty, Al, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But yesterday, what I called was, on the news, I didn't even realize it. I don't understand this world anymore. Over 170 gun violence reports already this year.
Very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't get it either, Al.
A lot of violence right now.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
I mean, a guy goes up. I mean, you have a kid coming up. All he did was ring the doorbell. The guy doesn't even say, who are you, or nothing. He just shoots right through the door.
Very sad.
Happened here in Florida with a was it DoorDash driver or something?
Yep.
Went to the wrong driveway and he gets shot at.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah. And then that poor cheerleader. Oh, I feel so bad for these poor families. I mean, these kids must be going to school terrified.
Mm-hmm. It's not a safe society right now, and it's a sad thing that it's come to this.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I just wanted to give you guys a buzz, let you know I didn't just flake on you yesterday.
Oh, good, because I brought that up in therapy last night. I was worried.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, G. I'm sorry. That was from the lightning hitting me too many times.
All right, it's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Let that lightning hit you a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you called back, Al?
But you're still in good shape, Al. You're the best. Come on. Who's got it better than you?
Yeah, I still got a slight tick and I walk with a limp, but other than that, I'm okay. Hey, thanks, guys. I know I usually do my usual sign-off, but I love the show. Keep on keeping on, guys. Have a good one.
Take care, Al.
Have a good day, my friend. It is the Penthouse. It is a Fat Tuesday. We're going to be back with a trifecta. Franny's got a quiz for us and so much more in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Peace.
When you give up trying to teach your parents how to use their smart speaker and take it home, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We'll see a partly cloudy sky as we move through our Tuesday, and then thunderstorms are going to be moving across the area through the afternoon and could linger into the evening as well. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Some of the storms could become strong to severe with gusty winds as our biggest threat. Isolated flooding is possible under some of the heavy downpours.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
There's plenty of thrills at Gulfstream Park during the Royal Palm Meet, with live horse racing action Thursday through Sunday and simulcast racing every day. It's spring season here in South Florida and a great time to witness exceptional horse racing action. Watch the races from the Carousel Club or feast in Ten Palms Restaurant with an elevated view of the track. For stake schedules, reservations, tickets, and more, head to GulfstreamPark.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Today is the day. Today is the day you empty your garage and closets of your old tech. Today is the day you hang up on that dial-up modem. Today is the day you tell that old GPS to get lost. Because while Staples recycles old tech for free each and every day, today during Staples Free Tech Take-Back, Rewards members get $10 in Staples Rewards when they recycle their tech. Cut the cord on your old tech and recycle it at Staples. N617. Limit 1 reward per month. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/recycling for details.
Hey, you know what I don't get? Why is that company always telling you to just do what? What is it? To just look like everybody else? Or maybe just pay way too much for your shoes? Well, at Skechers, we know what we want you to do. Just slip in. That's right, just slip in to new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Why? Because slip-ins are the easiest, most comfortable shoes ever. You don't have to bend down to put them on. You don't even have to touch them. Find slip-ins for the whole family at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing, confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
thanks for calling EasyCater.
Call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Boca Raton, we have that long-term road work causing delays 95 from Palmetto Park Road to Linton Boulevard. Other than that, expressways are looking good. Drive times up to speed on the Turnpike and 95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text.
Listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
And don't forget, we had a winner yesterday, $1,000, $1,000 in your hand. You could be the next one. Get that keyword and run. Make it happen. It is a Miami Heat Tuesday. Big victory for the Heaters last night. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
We're going to do a trifecta and then get to a couple of calls.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
It must be the name because it was a big name last night. It's always a big name in this studio. Jimmy, that's right. Jimmy Butler last night, 56 points. Jimmy Buckets was on fire, and he could not miss. He was hitting shots from the fountain blue, and he did it all. And the Heat are up 3-1, and it'll be history in the making because it'll be one of the only teams to ever beat a number 1 seed as an 8 seed. There's still a lot to go. We got to get one more, and usually the last one is the hardest. The Bucks are a very good team, and the Greek Freak is getting better every day. Lakers also won last night. Big win for them. They are up 3-1 on Memphis, and tonight Sacramento plays the champs, the Warriors, 2-2, and Sacramento Fox, their best player, has a fractured finger. So I'm rooting for the Warriors. I'm happy about the Heat, and we'll just see what happens in the NBA playoffs. And if the Knicks win tomorrow night against Cleveland and the Heat win, it'll be the Knicks and Heat in the playoffs. It'll be like old times, baby. Conor McGregor, great boxer. You either love him or hate him, but he's done a lot for the sport and a lot for UFC. He's got a new show coming out about his life. And he did say a couple years ago when he got hurt in UFC that he thought he was done his career. But he is back. He's going to be fighting soon. And he is one of those guys, like I said, you're going to want to know what he says. You're going to want to watch him. And whether you like him or not, and that's when you get big superstars, enough people like him, enough people hate him, where people are always going to be interested. And like I said, he's done a lot for that sport. Tampa Bay won again yesterday in baseball, home. They've won 14 games in a row home. Hats off to the Rays. They have had a great April. Out of the gates, fantastic. So hats off to them. And Mr. Rogers now has a new neighborhood. He is going to be in New York City. He's going to take a bite out of the Big Apple. We're number 8. And the Jets finally got their man after 40 days. And the Super Bowl odds have changed for the Jets. Now they are 12 or 13-1 to win it all. And that comes to you from DraftKings. And that is your last trifecta today. And I know we have somebody on hold.
Got it, buddy. Freddie Covers checking in with us. Hey, Fred, what's going on, bud?
Oh, what's going on, gang? I think I did something really stupid, and I think Greek might be able to help me here.
Okay.
We all knew this Jets deal was going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And did I go out and buy 1,000 tickets for the Miami Jets game? No, I did not.
Okay.
Why? Because I could have made too much money reselling them. Now, what I don't know is how many tickets as an individual are you allowed to buy?
Well, I think you would have to go to the Miami Dolphins website. I don't know how many you were allowed to buy, to be honest with you. I've never been on that thing. I know if you call the Miami Dolphins office, they have different sections if you want to buy 10 or more seats, different things like that. So you might have been able to call them and say, hey, what is available for the Dolphins Jets?
Now, see, I thought you would have known the answer to that question right off the top of your head.
I just told you got to call the office. I don't know how many they allow.
I heard you. Did you see Rex Ryan on SportsCenter this morning? I thought he was going to lose his mind.
Why? What did he say? I didn't see him.
Oh my gosh, he was the happiest camper I think I've ever seen in the last 20 years. He looked like Peter Pan on there today. I thought they were going to have to get out the fire hoses. He was so wound up.
Rex Ryan was?
Yeah.
Wow. The old Jet coach. Wow.
Yeah, he was beside himself this morning. He was so happy Rodgers was coming. We got the best defense. Nobody else is going to touch us in the AFC East. You watch. We're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm guaranteeing it right here.
Wow, I didn't know Rex Ryan was still a fan with the Jets after he left. He was the last time that he got to the Jets to the AFC Championship 2 years in a row when he was coaching. But I didn't know. I know Greeny, who does the show after him, is a big Jet fan. A lot of guys are. And it's exciting news if you're a Jet fan. They haven't had a big star, marquee star like this in years. And Rodgers has had 10 4,000-yard seasons. The last time a quarterback threw for 4,000 yards was 1969 Joe Namath. So they need a quarterback.
How many years have they signed him for, or how many years is his contract for, do you know?
I believe it's 2.
Okay, I think he might be able to get 3, maybe even 4 years. Who knows? He might. He's still in pretty decent shape. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's work on 1. But it's good for the Jets. It's good for the league. Not that the league needs any help, but it's good for the Jets. And, again, I believe anytime you make a trade or a free agency pick, I've said it for years, are you a better team? And they are a better team with him, no doubt.
Yeah, Rexy was saying we've now got the best quarterback in the AFC East, and I thought, well, the Bills might disagree with that. We'll see. Said they got the best defense. That might be true, maybe. And said they've got the best team in the AFC East. So we'll see. I thought it was a bit of a bold prediction there by Rexy. And I think part of it's just the fact that he hates Belichick so much. So
yeah.
That may be why he's become a Jets homer, or, and maybe he's been all along. I don't know. But he was obviously very, very excited, and I was kind of surprised to see that. But it was fun to see. I think, I remember when the Jets beat the Colts in the Super Bowl, and my father was so pissed. He hated Broadway Joe. Just the white shoes were enough to send him over the edge. He couldn't stand him with the fur coat. He was yelling at the TV. All the Colts went out and got drunk the night before. They're all hungover. Look at them. They can't even play. And he never did give Broadway Joe the credit that he deserved. But and of course he was an old NFC guy, so he hated the AFL anyway.
Oh, no doubt.
And it was kind of funny to watch his reaction to that. But,
changing of the guard.
So I think the Jets, it's nice. It's been a long time suffering for the Jets fans. It's nice to see a little parity out there, and then see some of the teams. You look at Tampa Bay. I mean, what are they, 30th in payroll, and for 2 decades they just keep putting teams together that are better than the Yankees and the Red Sox that are spending $200 million every year.
Yeah, they got a great farm system and good coaches. But, Freddie, like I said, we always good to hear your call. Thank you so much, and I know you're excited about the Jets like a lot of people, so we'll just keep watching it until the season starts. And I know people are counting down to the season, but we got a long way. We still got about 5 months and change.
Well, if the Jets win the Super Bowl, you have to go fishing.
All right, that's a deal. I'll do it.
Really? All right, we all heard it.
If the Jets win the Super Bowl, I'll even up that. If the Jets make the Super Bowl, I'll go fishing. Okay? And the Super Bowl's in Vegas.
Sounds.
And I might even go if the Jets get there. We'll see what happens. But, Freddie, thank you always for the call, brother. Stay in touch.
All right. Have fun.
All right, so we are going to, it's not necessarily a quiz, but let's see. And Jimmy, I believe I sent you the link to see that if we are on par with the population of people. And this is something that basically we're going to settle. It's another one of those food debates, but it's the way. There really is no wrong way to eat food, right? But we're going to see if we are on the majority side of the way people enjoy eating food. Cool. As far as what's the correct dipping sauce that you're supposed to put on there, how you're supposed to. Would you eat a bagel toasted or not toasted? Things like that, all right? So you can play along with us. So when it comes, and I will do this, when it comes to dipping sauces that go best with your chicken strips, G-Man.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it is? Do you say it's ketchup, ranch, honey mustard, or barbecue?
I'm going to go with honey mustard for 200.
All right. Jimmy, what kind of dipper are you?
I don't.
You don't dip?
Yeah, and I don't have an option here, so I don't know what to put down. I'll put barbecue. That's probably the only thing on that list I could tolerate.
I am not much of a dipper myself, but I would go with barbecue as well.
Okay.
And it looks like, G, you are in the majority with these people. 33% say honey mustard. So that's the most, yeah.
Plus 200.
Okay, plus 200. You got it.
All right.
What is the best way to eat your eggs? Scrambled, fried, boiled, or in an omelet?
Ooh, man, this is tough because a lot of people like omelets, but a lot of people like scrambled.
Well, yeah, but what do you like? It doesn't matter. I mean, I know you're trying to get into what everybody else, but what do you prefer?
I like sunny side up. I don't think that was a choice, so I'll go with scrambled.
So I think your closest is going to be a fried egg.
Fried, yeah.
Yeah.
Would it?
Yeah, that would be your closest.
I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Because you got to have the, you can do a fried egg over easy. You can do it, with the yolk is runny.
I'll go with scrambled, though.
Okay. You're going to go scrambled?
Yeah, because none of them would be, where the yolk is that way.
Well, fried it is. Fried, you can do over easy fried egg. That's typically how I do mine. So I would go fried egg.
Okay.
What do you pick, Jimmy?
For me, it would be an omelet.
An omelet?
Out of that set.
So, once again, the majority of people say scrambled. Fried is second, and then omelet is third. Boiled was an option. That's seventh.
Up 400. Ooh,
there you go.
Let roll right on this one.
You're a man of the people, G-Man, a man of the people. How should bacon be cooked? Cooked, but still a little soft, or crispy?
Ooh, man. I'm going to go with crispy for 400.
I am a crispy girl myself. Give me my bacon well done.
I like it a little soft.
Do you? All right, Jimmy likes his a little soft.
148?
And Jimmy, it is an unpopular opinion. Not a lot of people like it a little soft.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Especially when the rents do.
But the same thing, my father-in-law likes his a little soft. I like mine extra crispy. 72% extra crispy.
Ooh,
do you like cheese on your burgers? Yes or no?
Yes.
Cheese, all the cheese, all day, every day.
Yes enough on that one.
Right? How about you, G-Man? Do you like cheese on your burgers?
Yeah, if I can get it.
Is it hard to find cheese to put on your burgers when you go out?
Sometimes.
Oh, boy.
I got another chef.
We're in the way. We're with the majority at 89% say, yes, you got to put some cheese on your burgers.
I'm surprised that number isn't higher, to tell you the truth. Yeah.
I'm up 1,600. This is awesome.
Do you prefer your carrots cooked or raw?
Like my carrots in my mouth, to be honest with you.
You can put them both in your mouth, raw or cooked.
Thank you.
Yes.
Raw or cooked?
Where else would you put them? That's another show for another day. I'll take cooked.
I like them both ways.
I like that about you. I will take them. I'm going to take them raw. I think more people eat them raw than cooked.
I'm with you. I do like them both ways. Like a good roasted carrot is nice, but raw is probably the way I eat them
nice
most.
And crunchy.
Yeah.
Really bite into that thing.
So 57.
What's up, Doc?
I used to go on. I would walk around the house with a whole carrot and say that when I was a kid.
Really?
Oh,
Of course. Yeah.
Pretend like I was Bugs Bunny, of course. Who didn't? 57% say raw, yes. How do you prefer to eat your potatoes?
Wait a minute. I got to digest this. I'm up $3,200.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
How do you prefer to eat potatoes? You only have two options here, mashed or baked.
How do you like your tater, Greek?
Yep.
I'm going to go with mash.
You like a mashed? Do you like a mashed tater?
Yeah, mashed, baby.
I know mash is good, but a nice loaded baked potato is so good.
It is. But we're going majority.
I'm going to go mashed. And majority says mashed, 63%.
Oh, man, I got to play this game off. I'm just crushing it.
I like mine cut up and fried. How's that?
I like them cut up and a brunette feeding them to me.
Do you like your bagels toasted or not toasted?
See, it depends if I'm in a rush or not.
Toasted all the way.
Because if the bagels are soft, fresh.
I think you're an animal if you don't toast them. Just kidding.
Guess what?
Do you like it toasted or not toasted?
Toasted.
Toasted.
I'm gonna go. No. I'm gonna go. Just if the bagels are fresh, I like them. You don't have to toast them.
Okay.
All right.
What do you like on it? Cream cheese
or butter?
Butter.
Yeah.
Light butter though.
I like
light
both.
butter.
I'll do both. 86% toasted, G-Man.
Damn it.
Sorry about that. When it comes to peanut butter, do you like to eat it with jelly?
Oh, all day long.
All right. So just you like a peanut butter and jelly? You don't just like because your two options are yes, love a P&J sandwich, or I love how like P&J, not PB&J, or nope, just plain peanut butter sandwich for me.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I think jelly makes it too. Yeah. Or a banana or honey, but you got to do something.
Banana's good.
Banana is good.
It's very impressive if you could put peanut butter on your banana and just the way you take it. It's great.
Just the way you take it.
Of course.
69%.
It's a lot of energy.
69% say yes, you need to add the jelly to it. Where does the ketchup go when you're eating French fries? On top of the fries or on the side of the fries?
In the garbage. How's that? I don't see that option.
You're a ketchup hater, huh?
Bingo.
Yeah.
I'll say on the side.
On the side, it's got to go. What do you like?
Oh,
it on?
wow.
Do you like it on the top or do you like it on the side?
I'll take it on the top, especially with the view.
You like it on the top, huh?
Well, personally, I think all these answers are based on what I think population does. And I'm going to say they'd like to put it on the, all over it.
All right. Well, they don't. 94% on the side.
Well, too wrong.
Too wrong.
Still good.
Yeah. We got a bunch more here that we're not going to be able to get to, but let's just end it with this one, which I have a passion against. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
No.
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 And it's very close. 49% say yes. 51% say no.
That's surprising.
Yes, it's very close call on those.
I don't like pineapple.
I like pineapple.
But not on a pizza.
Just not on my pizza.
I learned today that they don't grow on trees either.
They don't. No,
How about that?
And if you ever get a pineapple, just cut off the top. You just cut off the top of it, and you can plant it, and then you could possibly have your own little pineapple.
So you could just cut off the top and put it in the ground and it'll grow.
Yeah.
Wow.
A new one will grow. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's amazing. Oof.
The things you learned.
Yeah, listen to the show today.
You should have listened. Yeah.
Awesome.
Learn things.
I'm going to go listen to the podcast later. I want to learn all this all over again.
You're going to learn more.
RealRadio921.com. Catch the podcast every day.
There you go.
Jimmy, thanks for all you do. Great job as always. Every day you bring it. You're like Jimmy Butler. You score for an everywhere with the blog, with answering the phones, with helping us with the contest. You do it all. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Greek. Thank you, Franny. Thank you for listening.
And you.
And you. I was like, instead of Jimmy Buckets, I was going to call you something. I was like, I can't say that word. I was going to call you Jimmy something else.
Did it begin with an F by chance?
Yes. I was like, wait, I'm on the radio.
We got delay.
Franny, great job as always. I know you're working your ass off doing many things on the Gator and with us. We always miss you every day when you're not here, but you do a great job.
Okay. Am I going somewhere again? Hi, thank you. Thank you for everything, you guys. It's always a pleasure being in the Penthouse. Of course, because of you, Jimmy, and G-Man, you too.
I know that's hard to say. I know that's hard to say.
And of course, you. We so appreciate you always tuning in and participating with us. And I'm sure what you really, really want is some parting words from Greek.
Grand in your hand. Get the keyword, man. We had a winner yesterday. Why can't you be the next one? A grand in your hand. What would you do with a G note? Happy Tuesday. It's a Miami Heat Tuesday.